You were trying to get me singing
Yeah.
then, weren't you? I knew you were. I watched your little finger. Oh, you were going to catch me slipping, boy.
What's Batman's favourite fruit?
Oh, wait. I fucking know this one. But banana. Yeah, no?
Yes, banana grapefruit.
It doesn't get any better here, does it? Let's go.
Good evening, internet.
Assalamu alaikum. Kick your fucking grandmother in the ankle. Punch my mama in the titty. It is Reg and Marlon back again for another episode of In the Doghouse. Oh,
Reg, who have we got on tonight?
we've got the only DCI Ted Hastings. That was a really rubbish Irish accent. I did that so well before we started as well. He's interested in one thing and one thing only, and that's bench coppers. How you doing, mate? All right?
Not too bad, gents. Yourself?
Yeah, very good, very good.
Thanks for coming back on, mate.
Thanks for having me.
No, it was a pleasure, mate. It's a pleasure. Thanks. Fucking really enjoyed the last episode, so yeah, it's a pleasure to have you back. Should we just start? We got any admin to do first, or would you just go straight into how's your fucking week been?
We'll do how's the week been, then we'll do admin.
All right, cool. Starting with you, Ted. How's your week been, mate?
It's been good. It's been a good week. Nice and busy.
Good.
What I didn't go on to say from last time is what I'm doing now, which is planting machinery and running construction projects.
Hey, what are you up to at the moment, then?
Bit of excavator driving
Yeah?
for a local family firm. Yeah, it's got an SK145.
In layman's terms, for idiots like me and Marlon.
Big digger.
Big digger.
He's a big digger.
Like a big digger. With a tilty on the front. So
Again, for us layman's.
tilt rotator, so maneuverable bucket.
Oh, that's the one that goes round and round and round.
Round and round and round. 40 degrees either way.
I've watched a lot of videos on these.
I have as
fucking
well.
awesome.
There's a few of our followers, I think a couple that we follow that have got them. Fucking cool. How much are they? Like just for that, like steel wrist,
Steel Wrist is a brand. You got
or like right, you know what I mean?
Rotor, yeah, you got different
roughly.
brands, but roughly 25, 30 grand.
Make the bug go round and round and round.
Painful.
Is it?
How does that?
If there's only a few people that make them,
It's
kinda-
like wizardry, isn't it? Because how can you make the?
I would
How's the
as-
connection?
Hydraulics.
Here's going to be my thinking, right? What I think is there's going to be a big ring gear. I'm going to get corrected in a minute. I guarantee it. I think there's a big ring gear on the inside or the outside. Can't really work out.
That's it. It's got to be like you
And
remember
then there's
the
a
old
hydraulic
fucking...
motor with a smaller gear that turns it. And that's what I
Right.
think. And now, actually,
the old gyros.
it'd probably be like the same as what operates a slew, wouldn't it? Do you know you're going to completely? Do you know or not?
There is an external motor that does the whole 360 part of it.
Is it on a ring gear?
Yes.
Oh, fuck, is it? Oh, wow. Look at me and my little brain.
You've been watching too much Gold Rush, Shag.
I haven't. That was just like, if I was going to make something move 360 and continuously without like getting pipes wrapped around, I was like, you'd probably have like a motor and then like a ring gear. God, fucking hell. I should go into fucking machine design.
Please don't.
Imagine if I made a machine like that.
Yeah, so she's got a V8, Shag.
Nothing wrong with a V8. No smoke, no poke.
That'd be cheaper than running fucking diesel though, wouldn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Are you running white yet or not? No one is yet, are they?
No, first delivery of white came this week because they can't get hold of red.
Can't get hold of red.
No. So the first
Is that
delivery
because they've got none of it or because they won't sell it?
they won't sell it.
Oh, because they're running their stocks down.
Yeah.
Shit. So you're having to use it before the thing comes in.
Yeah.
That's 1st of April.
1st of April comes in, but if you think
Start
that
of
we've
tax
got
year.
3 machines on site, so you've got 2 19-tonners, 14 and a half, you've got a crusher, you've got generators for welfare units. Yeah, it was an expensive day.
And what with the fucking price of fuel at the moment?
Was it £2 it's hit today, isn't it? Up
What?
north, £2 a litre.
No.
Yeah.
Shit. Shag. I am glad the fucking Black Range Rover was broken again. Oh yeah, okay, this is Black Range Rover was broken again. I think the water pump's fallen off.
Not last week, week before, I put some fuel in the Clio because it was like it had 10 miles left on it.
Oh, you dice with death, you do.
Well, that's a piece of shit. I can leave it anywhere. No one's going to steal it.
It's like $6,000 car. Fuck piece of shit.
It's not.
Meant to be men of the people.
Because it runs on momentum. I won't put E10 through it because it'll.
Is it will it actually? Is that one of those cars that will die if you put E10 for it?
The thing is, it's a French car. It's shit when it came out. It's shit now. If I put like.
I thought we like dialing back the French thing a little bit, but oh no, we just bring it on back.
I mean, it's a fantastic car. It is a fantastic car. But if I put like shit fuel in it, it's gonna be worse than it already is.
I run like a bag of ass.
Yeah, and that was 163.9 a litre. That was like Tesco Momentum.
163.9. When did you do that?
2 weeks ago.
I'm gonna say that isn't now, for fuck's sake, because like
what lead is like 180, 170.
I think I saw driving back from the airport. I saw it like 165, 163 was like the lowest I saw. Just
for like 95.
Yeah, for 95. Yeah, which I didn't think. It's not too bad. It's fucking horrendous. No two ways about it. But like that was like the cheapest I saw, which I didn't, in comparison to other garages, I thought was a pretty decent price. Well, it would be, being it's the cheapest I fucking saw. Jesus Christ! Tell me I've been doing this for a minute or two.
Welcome back.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
Reg, how's the week been, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Just getting back into the swing of things. Getting back from America, as you've already heard, I expect. Yeah, it's been all right, mate. I've not really done too much. Like I alluded to a minute ago, the Black Range Rover is a little bit broken, which you've also heard before. We think it's the water pump. Marlon, it may be for you to investigate further on that one.
No worries, mate. I'll rip the front end off.
Fucking yeah, just pull that front end off again for the third time in 2 years. It seems to cost me.
I don't understand why you think like it's not okay to do that.
I've no problem with it. It's the bill that comes with it, but I've now been told moving on. Yeah, basically
you bought a Land Rover.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I mean, you're going to fix it, and I'm going to part the shit up anyway, because I can't afford to run the fucking thing.
Yeah, at this point, probably when you're listening to this, our fuel's going to be like over £2 a litre, isn't it?
I have faith. I think it's going to come down.
It's got to make something's got to happen.
Something's got to give, hasn't it? It cannot go on like this. We were just talking before we started recording about the price of energy and whatnot, and like, look, I'm looking to sign on to a new energy deal, and I was we were talking about it with Jem and
Queen Bee,
weren't we? Of course, and that seems like a fucking lifetime ago now, and we were bitching that it had gone up to 120 quid a fucking month from £80.
Yeah,
like the best deal I could find today was £230 a month. Which is fucking crazy.
I don't know what their aim is.
Go on like this.
Everything's going up exponentially.
Just the wages aren't going up. That's the problem.
Exactly.
It's a fucking issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My fucking wages haven't gone up, but I've got another fucking. I've had to remortgage, not the whole house, but just sign on to a new mortgage deal is more expensive than it was. The fucking price of energy's gone up. The fucking council tax gone up again. Fucking surprise. Thanks, local government. How much did yours go up, Marlon? Same as mine, 3.7%. Are they doing 3.7% more work on the fucking...
That's Chief's job. I have no idea what we pay for that thing.
They're not worth 3.7% of my entire fucking council tax bill.
Yeah.
Useless pieces of shit.
The only thing they do properly is empty the fucking bins on time.
Yeah.
The road's fucked. Half the street lights are out.
And they're like...
You know that they sell your rubbish off, don't you?
So
That's why they're collecting it on time, because they make money from
the
it.
recycling they sell. Yeah. It's not. They're not doing it themselves, are they? It's all sold on fucking bulk. I just think they're bastards. I really do. I hate local government. I want to see it all burn to the fucking ground. I hate it so much. Sorry, I'm getting right on one. Yeah, the week's not been too bad, mate. Other than that, sorry, Marlon, how's your fucking week been, Shag?
Oh yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
It took me what was that? 10 minutes. I was on a rant.
No fucking politics, Raj. Jesus Christ.
It's local politics. Doesn't count. It's not real politics, is it? It's just fucking idiots sat around doing fucking nothing. Sorry, Marlon. Stop me, please. Somebody stop me.
Yeah, no, it's been all right. Merch is still flying out the door. Everything is on restock, which is sold out. So hats should be back any day.
Yeah.
We got 3 different styles this time. Gone back to OG. We got some mesh backs, and we got a new one, which I'm not fucking telling you. You're gonna have to wait and see.
Oh, tease me.
I've launched it on the site. There are no pictures.
Oh,
So just sign up to it.
look at you! Look at we're like proper like merch designers now, aren't we?
I've been
Like,
watching some videos and
This is how we-
to entice people.
Ooh, we should get the half naked ladies in our. Actually, to be fair, we should actually really do that. We should get some slags in our kit. I mean, lovely ladies. Any friends, girls out there? Shout out, Sammy. Where you at, girl?
We'll send you some shit. You show we need some good pictures, man. Beanies. Beanies are back in stock now. They are very limited, and I'm not doing them again till September. Yeah, I think, that's
T-shirts.
T-shirts. So I'm not going to say any names, but the XXX one is now really, really fucking limited. We've had a restock, and that's it. That's fucking.
And we weren't going to do a restock anyway, but because you bastards loved it so much, and people were bitching that they couldn't get their size or whatever, so we graciously did it once more.
Yeah.
Look at us, gracious overlords that we are. Comrade Reg and Comrade Marlon. That was a Russian reference I shouldn't have made, isn't it?
Yeah. No Russian. No.
Maybe gone swiftly.
Basically, we sold out of everything quicker than I ever imagined it would get out the fucking door.
Yes.
So everything that we've had a huge restructure of everything, especially postage, because I know people were paying like $3.50 for a couple of stickers on postage. So we've gone to envelopes on some stuff. Oh, it's honestly thrilling talk. This is
absolute.
But yeah, we're looking after you little guys as well. Anyone that ordered just the sticker.
The little guy. Everyone that spends a penny with us is like gold dust. We're looking after the little guys.
But I know some people only want a couple of stickers, and it's unfair paying $3.50.
Yeah, no,
so
totally
that's
agree.
all sorted now. That is all sorted.
We're learning fast.
Yeah.
So Marlon, worst job of the fucking week, mate.
Parking sensors L320.
So that's a sport.
Yeah, Range Rover Sport.
Is that bumper off and push out, but they're like backward facing?
Oh no, the parking sensors replacing themselves is easy as fuck because the bumpers literally pull off because nobody puts the bolts back in. I shit you not. Literally, wherever it goes, nobody puts bolts back in the bumpers. So you literally pull both sides out, and there's like a row of 8 mils.
And you just
done. So it came in, and 2 of the rear ones were beat to shit. Like it had hit something, so they're indented. So I was like, oh well, code read it, and it had 2 open circuits. So like, sensors are fucked. Put 2 sensors in it. And then we had different fault codes. So it was like basically the whole thing was open circuit and shutting the system down. If you unplugged 2 sensors and went to 6 sensors, you lost the 2 codes, but just gained 2 more because you were missing 2 sensors. It didn't shut the circuit down. So I load tested all the wires, etc., etc. And I was like, it's got to be the fucking module. So I put a new module in it. Plugged all the sensors in. It now thinks it's against everything all the time.
Sorry, don't put it in reverse. It's like me.
Honestly, it can. I'm done with it. I'm fucking done with it. I can't be arsed anymore.
What you could do is put like a timed beeper in there that gets higher in frequency or like repetitiveness after like 30 seconds. So you just have it on a timer that just goes beep 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 beep.
Literally, it had 2 beat to fuck sensors in it. You put 2 new sensors in. You thought it's going to be all right. No, and then it only works on 6 sensors. And then you put a new module in it because it's short circuit and everything. I literally suck a dick. I fucking hate Land Rovers. This shit.
It's like, look, love, I've saved you a fortune. I'm not going to charge you any fucking labour. You're just going to have to use your fucking sensors from now on. Like,
it's not even a big car.
Not your sensors. No, they're not. No. Then again, the Tahoe, I did live off the 360 bird's eye view on the fucking dashboard. I love that shit.
Creature.
Well, trust me, when you get something with all that gear in it, it's just fucking like. Do you have any of that kit on the sleeves and that?
So yeah, a lot of the new ones coming in have got the 360 cameras.
Oh, they're just incredible. Yeah. Like you can see everything. It's like looking at your car from a bird's eye view. I mean, like I'm sure there's a lot of people listening that drive cars.
They do that in the UK as well, mate. Nissan have had it since like 2012.
Yeah, but
Thanks, Dad.
I don't drive a fucking Nissan. So when it comes out in 2020 on the new Defender, I'm like, we're innovators in this country.
The thing is, it'll only work for 10 minutes.
Oh, don't say these things. Such a dick. Right. Patreon, quickly.
Oh. Thank you to everyone that signed up to the Patreon.
We cannot believe that, because I know the last few episodes, like before, the one before this, they're a little bit out of order because I went on holiday and kind of fucked the situation up a little bit. But
shock.
Yeah, this is the first time we've really had a chance to thank everyone on Patreon for signing up. My God,
I'm absolutely blown away by the response.
Unreal. Like unfucking real. Like we ask you, we're like, oh guys, like we don't want to do this, but you know, it's not. It's decent money.
So you're eating this week then?
Yeah. We eating good. I eating caviar, lobster tails, Chick-fil-A.
Shut the fuck up. We need new mics first.
Yeah, we do.
I'm on the new mic hype.
Have you actually bought one?
I am in talks at the minute. We get my shore.
A typical Marlon with the finances, like fucking sells a load of merch and just spends it all on the fucking next slot. The fucking Patreon money's just cleared. The cunt's already bought a new microphone. Reg here with the old fucking £60 Amazon special. Like,
suck a dick.
You've had a hard few weeks, haven't you, boo?
I've aged like 5 years in the last 2 weeks. You've been off.
It's not like that salt and pepper hair. It's just full fucking salt now, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone knows the merch pays for the merch and more merch.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the Patreon is literally just like fund kit in here and us, and they're like, you guys have been amazing, like absolutely fucking amazing. We never expected the response we got, and you be on Discord be popping. It's fucking lit on there. So if you're not a Patreon, and it's just basically Discord, one big chat room and there's like one big chat server, loads of different chat rooms. We got agri chat, tang chat, meme, like awesome
car and bike chat, and then we got
memes that we definitely can't fucking post on the Instagram. That is fucking legit. So like guest questions, topic suggestions, merch ideas.
That's it. Anything you want.
Yeah, like announcements. Those guys get to hear it first, and it's just generally just a good fucking laugh, isn't it?
That's it. Everyone heard of the chicken weeks before everyone else.
Yeah. So there you go. If you want to get on the fucking join the part of the chat community and the community of the Doghouse, become a Patreon. £1.5 a month.
£1.5 a month
plus VAT. Yeah, and you'll get a link straight to the Discord server, and you can be in there talking absolute waffle for days. Job on. Right.
Now, YouTube. So we have a YouTube channel. We need some more followers on the YouTube channel.
Marlon put so much effort into YouTube.
The hours of rendering episodes.
They get like 7 fucking views. But that's, I know, we need to plug it. The
thing is, like, if you do like when we do a mini series, always goes on YouTube.
Devon Truck Show, all that good shit. Yeah.
That banged.
It did bang.
So, smash the subscribe button, ring that bell, and tell your mother how much you love her, because she always tells me how much you don't, and it really hurts her. So, in the Doghouse Podcast YouTube, subscribe. Just subscribe. You don't need to even fucking watch it. Just subscribe.
Ring that bell and all that good shit.
Smash that like button. And then we are all going to the pub. Yes. On the 23rd of April.
We've consulted DCI Ted Hastings here about, you know, the legalities and the implications that come with organising a bar crawl. So we are disorganising the bar crawl, and we're going to the pub, and that's all we're going to call it, because if it goes wrong, we can't be held liable. Kind of. We're just trying to cover our own fucking asses here, guys. All right. Yeah. So that's what we agreed on. Want it, Ted?
Yeah, you're better off going dribs and drabs into the premises. Don't be dicks. You represent the Doghouse.
Yeah.
And obviously, these guys have put this on for us, so let's just all behave, have a good time, obviously don't give any shit towards these boys.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Or anyone else, because
anyone else,
It
yeah.
is not our local town, but a town very local to us that we like sort of grew up in, and we know a lot of people around there. So I don't think any of you will be, but just have to fucking say it for you got to legislate for the dumbest man in the room. Don't be a fucking prick. And also, if you all want to get in somewhere, I know you'd all love to turn up wearing head to toe in Doghouse merch, but if we all want to get in somewhere, probably best not everyone wear it.
Yeah.
As much as we'd love you to, I mean, you can do what you want. At the end of the day, you do you. And your words, Marlon, what you always say? I'll do what I fucking want.
Yeah.
I'll do what I fucking want. You can do what you fucking want, but you get what we're getting at here. We're not trying to run the show, but we're just trying to make
We're just going to the pub.
We just want to make this as good as we can be for everyone. We're going to the pub. If you'd like to join us for a pint, you are more than welcome to. We are not organising anything. I know you guys have booked hotels and whatnot on this, but it's still happening.
All right, we're going to more than one pub.
Yeah, obviously, but we just got to, for what do you call it for this? Just cover our own asses legally.
Yeah.
Basically, if shit goes wrong, I don't want to get fucking held liable for organising this mass riot in the town of Wales, city. So I should say, sorry,
Smallest city in fucking
smallest
Britain.
city in Europe. Right. How much more fucking admin we got to do? We're fucking 21 minutes.
Right, one more. Oh no, two more.
Oh, quickly.
Right, sorry, Nemo. We hit 2K.
Yeah, we need to think of a fucking tattoo idea for him. Not now because I got fucking time, but we'll
Yeah.
And I can't
Sorry,
reply.
Nemo. We fucking love you.
Yeah, we will come up with something, and we won't stitch you up too badly.
No,
Don't worry.
allegedly.
Well, to be fair, the haircut you got back along.
Yeah.
We could do what we want, really, couldn't we?
Monk chicken.
A monk chicken, like a bald eagle.
Right, and the last thing, chicken comp.
The chicken competition. Obviously, you guys saw
You had a week
to come up with a name.
to come up with a name.
This is actually being recorded a week after that.
Yeah,
Even though
shit,
it's kind of. Let's do it. Let's do
Yeah,
this.
we do it tomorrow.
Yeah, all right. I'll do it tomorrow.
So,
Okay.
let's get into the meat and two veg of the episode.
Meat and two veg.
So, Geppetto.
That will never get old.
As long as being a policeman,
Yeah.
you were. I don't know when, if you were during or after. You were a doorman.
Yeah. So basically, I left the force completely, joined construction. At the time, I was trying to sort out extra funds to pay some debts off, and someone approached me and asked me, do I fancy working the door? That's where it all started, really.
Do you fancy kicking heads in with a different badge?
Why not?
So you can't moonlight as a bouncer.
You can do.
can you?
A lot of metropolitan police officers do, actually.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
that'd be like,
As long as you declare it to the force.
and they're generally all right with that.
They're not too...
Is it like
they
on
can't
is it on a
stop you.
force by force thing, or
Yeah, but I mean, like I know a lot of Met officers who do it.
really?
Yeah.
That seems like not a conflict of interest, but it
I
seems.
wouldn't
No,
expect
it's
them to
not
be
a
too
conflict of
happy,
interest, but
but
it's
when
not
they
too
don't pay
happy.
you enough,
Hey, that's a good fucking point. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
a lot
no,
of it is you're trying to live in London. Even Met officers get $6,000 more than other officers of the same rank and the same year services, just to try and live in London.
yeah.
But they're just as an extra top up, people do go and get their door badge.
I don't fucking blame them. So you were doing it while you were in construction.
Yeah, so I left the police completely, joined construction. The money was great. Don't get me wrong, I was earning more in construction than I was actually as a policeman.
Protecting the fucking county.
Yeah, pretty much.
So how... I'll go off on a little tangent here. Why construction?
Again, I just sort of fell into it. And a mate said, do you fancy doing a bit of labouring? Labouring turned into a few weeks labouring, and then I was actually running the job. So, yeah, and just sort of picked it up. And then got into plant moving and bits and pieces. And then, yeah, I just stuck with plant, really. That's my little baby. And enjoy it.
You know how to work it.
Just
You
sit
know
there
how
and
to
pull
get the
levers.
job done.
And then, obviously, yeah, a mate of mine approached me. He did the door already. They were short. And they said, fancy doing the door, earn some money on a weekend. I was like, yeah, why not?
What was your first gig?
First gig was a traveller's wedding.
Oh my god!
your life. Bing bang.
Were you hired by the establishment? Or?
Yeah, we were hired by the establishment to look after their establishment, obviously, and their property.
Basically.
For weddings, funerals, christenings, for the travelling community.
Oh, so they specifically dealt with travellers. So I know there's, I don't know if you ever watched My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding? Either of
No.
you? Yeah, so there's a lot of places where they'll say yes, and then they'll find out on the grapevine that it's a traveller wedding, and they'll be like, oh no, sorry, we're
double booked. Or
we're double
whatever.
booked, or oh, we're having construction done on that day, or oh, this is sorry, there's a water leak in the cupboard. So, yeah, how did that go?
Really well, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I mean, the thing is, you only ever hear about horror stories, don't you? You don't hear about all the times
20
it
million good times.
Yeah, it just goes off without a hitch. But
They still had we used to call them Toucan Van Dams.
Shout out, Keith.
hey?
That is like literally just can't handle the panda pop, and it's just they just puff their chests out and
I think they're all right, a bag of chips to code curry, so it's like
So the pay was good, I'm assuming, for that first gig, because
it was normal flat rate.
so it's flat. It's not like you get paid. I mean, you obviously get paid some sort of like almost
It depends,
danger money ish, but
I wouldn't call it danger money, but I mean, like the usual standard was about £10 an hour. Depends who you work for. Depends what sort of gig it was, location. I mean, going again off a bit of a tangent, but later on in our career, I mean, I did it for 9 years, and in like year 5 and 6, a group of us got together and we got asked to go down to Bournemouth and look after a club down there because they were on the verge of being closed by the police.
Oh, because it was getting too out of hand.
Sorry,
what club in Bournemouth was it?
Opera House.
Oh, we don't know that one. Is that
It's now an O2 Arena,
right
in the middle of Boscombe.
I meant to be going. I was going to be before Snaker fucked the tickets up. I see you there at the Snaker. I meant to be going to see Bad Boy Chiller Crew down there. Be fucked up. Now we'll see them on a Monday in Bristol. But I know the place you're on about.
Yeah, so we got called down there because they're all stuff with good guys and stuff, but they had a big drug problem within the premises.
Is that generally why clubs get into that sort of trouble? Is it the drugs or not that sort of? You know what I mean? Like, is it mainly drugs or can it be fighting too? And
yeah, it's anything really that causes annoyance to the police and the local council.
Oh, and they'll just pull your license.
They can pull it there and then.
Really?
But they give you chances.
I see.
And their chance was clean it up. So we got called down there.
Did you replace another firm or did you?
We
just
went in to help
bolster
them up. Obviously, reduce their normal weekend staff. With new staff. And obviously, we've got no ties with Bournemouth. We don't know who people are. This and the other.
As you literally travel from the local area to Bournemouth.
Yeah. We were doing
a few hours,
like bank holiday weekend. So we're doing like Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night.
So would you get up and stay down there?
Yeah, we'll stay down there. Either we get hotels. I'm lucky I had a family member down there, so a lot of us just kept in our back garden.
And I suppose you're getting paid to stay in a hotel. You're getting paid to stay in a hotel.
No, you just get the normal rate for working.
Oh, right.
But I mean, we were in, that gig, we were like £16 an hour.
Oh, nice.
So, but then it's over 3 floors, the Opera House.
Oh, shit.
Maximum capacity, 6,000 people.
Oh, my God.
So we're talking like a big super club.
Oh,
and
shit.
We had proper search rooms, we had cells. We had
What is cells in the club?
They're not classed as cells. They're little detention areas, which are all cameraed up and microphoned up, and
you put the naughty boys until the police turn up. Like.
Yeah, basically, if we could keep them and hold them.
And you have the right to do that.
No, not really. But I mean, when we said we used to detain people, obviously, if we conducted a search and we found a substantial amount.
Yeah,
then we would keep them.
You need
to hold them there
stealing.
we need to hold them there for evidential purposes.
I suppose. Well, being a former policeman at the time, and you are now, you know the law. Basically, it's a matter of if I let them go.
Well, the reason why people get arrested is obviously to prevent the crime happening further. Obviously, not to destroy any evidence.
Yeah,
this, that, and the other. So we're just doing that little bit before police arrive. So
6,000 people.
6,000 people, mind. So we had over 3 floors.
And how many bouncers were there?
Well, I was in charge of the middle floor, and I had 8 guys under me, which was are coming in 3 bars, and
That doesn't seem like a lot
It's
of people.
not
If there's like, if you've got 3
yeah.
floors, average of 2,000 a floor,
and
eight
you got 8
fucking people.
yeah,
That's and you were there to bolster up what was already there. So they must have had like, what, half a person on each floor?
I mean, that was just on my floor. Then the downstairs, we had 2 or 3 guys on the back door. You had 4 or 5 guys on the front door. You had people inside the club. We did a bit of a thing where some of us went plain clothes to try and not a fishing trip, but we're sort of like encouraging
trying to catch
people.
people
Yeah, we're
out.
trying to spot us basically.
yeah, that's what I'd assume.
And then top floor again, there's another 8 to 12 blokes and females all there.
You say drugs was the main problem there.
Drugs was the main problem there. That's
Is
why
that-
we were called in.
Use or dealing or both?
Both really. So obviously new crew, new team. We went straight in there. All the staff got searched. Even like the other door staff, we got
Really?
searched. Yeah, we took over the place. Pretty much.
Kick in the door, wave in the 4-4.
Yeah.
Shit. You took no fucking prisoners then.
No. You're in our
You
house
can't.
again.
Yeah,
It's,
you can.
Trust but verify. That old Russian proverb.
Shut the fuck up about Russians.
I'm
We ain't rushing it.
I'm not pro-Russian, which is, by the way, just meant that fucking clear.
We're not rushing into this, right?
Hey, that was wonderful.
That's it. I suppose you don't know the other people you're going to be working with, so
we had a good little crew that we built up locally. We worked together for years. We socialised together. Best mates.
It's one of those things where if you're like, your friends or, you're very, know them very well, they're all solid and they're not going to be fucking pushing gear on the back end. Like,
No, we're all pretty, well, we all are clean.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was no qualms in that respect. And yeah, we just had each other's back every time.
how long were you down there for?
First weekend we went down there because you used to have like drum and bass nights, rave nights, this, that, and the other.
Oh, so that is like,
it was like
That's proper
Slinky.
territory,
Slinky,
innit?
remember Slinky events?
yeah, I think
Yeah, that
so.
used to be like the Friday night, and then we'll have like a drum and bass or rave night on the Saturday, and then Sunday would be the gay night.
So that's like fucking flies to a fucking light bulb down there for
Yeah.
drugs. Like, it must have been like, not.
I mean, Boscombe's a nice place, but
Yeah, well, not. Yeah,
me.
it's a type of events, isn't it? I'm not being funny, but you ain't going to see that at a 70s fucking night, are you? If it's drum and bass night, every cunt's going to be fucking jaw swinging, like, you know what I mean?
yeah, I know what you're saying. Unfortunately, there is parts of that community, but yeah, who divulge in.
Was it busy first weekend then? Like, just
Oh
fucking
fuck me, yeah.
slamming heads and up
No,
and
no. In that sort of thing, no, it was really Q. The only thing is, obviously, they weren't aware of.
I noticed you said Q because you never say
You
the
never
word,
say the
the Q word.
no.
Yeah.
It's always say Q. Yeah, they obviously knew that there were a new Q, crew, this, that, and the other, and obviously we were just picking up random. So there was like literally every 5 people. You're coming in. You're coming in. You're coming in.
yeah.
What, just getting a pat
Searching
down?
them. Yeah, getting a pat down straight away.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that like a pretty thorough pat down? Like,
yeah, as best as you can do.
yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously with the spotters we had going round, picking the odd one out.
I had no idea it was this in depth.
No.
Because we went,
Well,
obviously, we went to Prague, didn't we?
Yeah.
And like, when trying to get into car lobby, the big club, every bloke gets searched. And it's just like a fucking backhand search. They just sort of shrug.
Yeah, you got to do the backhand because otherwise,
Yeah, you
your
can-
fingers contract. So if you get pricked,
Oh,
if you get if you're patting someone down,
I thought it was
And-
like because you can't grope with the back of the hand. Well, most people can't, but I can.
no, it's literally
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
so if you're like you find a needle or you get pricked or
Your hand
whatever,
instantly.
your hand will actually. That's why if you're a firefighter, you check the doors for like the backdraft and the handle to see if it's hot.
Oh, shit.
Because if you put it on like palm forward, you'll naturally grip it.
Same with electric fence kind
Yeah.
of thing. If you
Yeah.
touch electric fence with the back of your hand, otherwise you clamp down on it.
Yeah, it's exactly
Oh,
the
shit, I
same
didn't realise
thing.
that. I thought it was because they were like couldn't get a cruise to groping you. Cause,
Well, yeah,
like,
that would be a part of it as well.
Yeah.
But then we always had female staff.
that's how
as
I've
well
got
as,
away with it for all this time.
That's why female staff and male staff. So yeah, we always try and have a female side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
obviously
well,
they can hide it in a lot more places.
I am more intimidated by female bouncers than I am by male bouncers.
The thing is, I'm not intimidated by bouncers.
Well, not intimidated, but like if I see some fucking bald 6'6" cunt there, like this, like the size of a fucking gorilla, and I see some fucking, a woman that's not as tall but similar build, fucking shaved head and about 16 piercings and a neck tattoo.
She knows she's fiery as fuck.
I not fancy me chances with the bloke, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, I never fuck with any
I
bouncers.
think you're the
but
cunt that makes trouble.
I know I'm fucking not sure. I don't think I've ever
I
been.
reckon you're rather argumentative.
No, I'm not. I'm not even that know-it-all cunt either. I know you think I probably am. Everyone out there probably thinks I'm that know-it-all cunt when they're arguing with a bouncer. I'm fair. I don't think I've ever been kicked out of it. I've had a few sort of to-dos with bouncers.
I've only been thrown out a handful of times.
Really? I don't think I've ever been thrown out of anywhere.
I got
actually.
escorted down out of a club
Yeah.
with my neck down. Like they were holding my neck down and the hands behind my back.
Shit.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Well, it wasn't even me.
It wasn't even me.
Never is.
Some
How
cunt,
many times have you heard that one?
some cunt start literally. I coming in from the smoking area. I tripped over someone, and as I got inside, he was there.
I stroked a boob, and on the way
No.
down,
He said, "Well, what do you do that for?" I was like, "I apologise. I tripped over your foot." He's like, "Do you want to chat about it in the toilet?" And I was like, "No."
only if
And
you're
he
the
was
big
like-
spoon.
We're going to chat about it in the toilet. I was like, oh, here we go. So he pulled me in the toilet. He didn't even punch me clean. He grabbed the back of my hood, pulled it over my head.
That's a bitch move.
I laid a really, really nice left-handed punch into him. He hit the fucking wall.
it wasn't
even
even
him.
me.
It wasn't him.
It wasn't even me.
He started it.
They don't. The thing is, you don't care, do you? Like, do you?
No, yeah.
Unless
They
you
know,
can
'cause we're
clearly
just-
see.
A lot of it, some people just get thrown out because the door staff believe that they're probably going to antagonise the situation.
Do something,
And
yeah,
it's sometimes easier just to get rid of the victim.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I've seen it like I'm going to say too much because it was quite recently with someone
That was
may,
me. I'm a victim.
someone that may or may not have been on this podcast, but they just ball you in together and just go like, I know that I like you say this, you say that, and you can clearly see that it's one way, not the other, and then just like, do you know what? If we get rid of the bloke that's been fucking punched and come off worse, he's not going to then go back at his fucking mates over there that were
You don't know
involved.
who.
Yeah,
I say the victim. You don't know who that person's got inside the club with them.
yeah.
So it could be a group of 20 blokes on a stag do.
It's better just to
It's just
neutralise the
better
whole
yeah,
situation.
just literally cut it out straight away. Bang.
The
Sorry,
money,
mate,
the
you're out.
money you're going to spend in here does not equal the fucking
We've
drama
ne-
you could cause.
Never look at the money side of it.
Really?
It's literally just for safety and security of the premises and
That's
the license.
interesting. So I always assumed it was like if some bloke that's fucking got bottle service dapped some other cunt, like matey that's spending fucking dropping 6 G's at the bar is going to stay. Like, no, just fuck him. Just get out.
Just go.
Fucking hell. Do you get like, do you have the ability to bar people as a bouncer?
Yeah.
Really? You can be like,
You are acting on behalf of the landlord or landlady.
you're in their best interest.
You're in their best interest. Yeah, that's
So
why they're there.
your
you're
judgment call is pretty much final. If you just tell matey that owns it, that cunt's never coming back in here again. He'll just go, yep, all right. Well, you were
Big
there.
bang.
there. Yeah, to a point. Yeah, they'll say that. There are some that will be like, oh, he's my mate. He'll be all right.
Oh,
And I'm
no.
like,
Yeah.
Well, that's
in
that's
my
what-
eyes, that was like a big no-no. If you start telling me my decision or trying to undermine me, we ain't going to be working together for much longer.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's
I
very,
was always pretty firm and fair.
That's very-
and that was what's known as.
very strong moral of you.
But
Right.
I think it's a job you need to be strong-molded in.
Oh, absolutely. But
Yeah.
then again, saying that, I expect, have you ever encountered your fair share of bent bouncers?
Yeah, we knew of a guy who was selling pills.
Really?
Yeah, whilst working.
Did you guys just like be like,
He got dealt with.
say no more, driver? So on your first gig, did you have to get your SIA before you started?
Yeah. SIA had just really come in,
Oh, before that, it was unlicensed.
unlicensed before.
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner. Hey, yo.
So is that why SIA came in? Because it was unlicensed and you could have any old fucking Tom, Dick or Harry there?
Yeah, potentially, and it was trying to clean up the image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
door staff.
Or because back in the day you had like firms,
It was just muscles
didn't you?
for hire,
Yeah, you had
really.
you've seen all the films I spare where like you get like football firms running doors and shit like that.
Yeah, it
and-
used to be very close to where there was a criminal underworld that ran it.
Really?
Yeah. I'll tell you off air.
Allegedly.
sorry,
apparently.
Yeah.
So was
Secrets.
it? What did you have to go through to get your SIA? Back then, I'm sure it's different now, but
Back then, again, it was just a weekend thing.
yeah.
But there was obviously a practical, rough practical, and there was a bit. Yeah, it was an exam basically as well. And
So you got? Did you do any training for anything?
no, back then, no, it was just a role play thing. I say rough. It was just a rough role play of
So you've
trying
got
to deal with
like
drunk
some
people.
bird there, dominatrix, strap on, nipple tassels.
Not that kind of role play, Shaq.
Sorry.
Do you want to buy some pills? Smack. Pass.
No, it was just dealing with drunk people, reading body language.
Yeah.
We had the guy who taught us, absolute legend. Yeah, he brought in some extra friends with him, and obviously they all acted out a scene of a bottling, and just like sort of, who do you think did it? And it was just, he just showed us basically how quickly things can happen.
Yeah,
And
the escalation of the situation.
can change in nanoseconds.
Yeah.
It's unreal. Yeah, it was good.
Practical side wise,
Yeah.
did you have to take down anyone, or was it literally this is the bottling situation?
Yeah, you
What-
basically
what
had
do
to
you think?
describe it, and obviously, what do you think? Who did it? How did it happen? Why did it happen?
Right, so there's no physical
No, there's
aspect of training.
When I did mine, no, and then basically you were given your ticket for 3 years as long as you passed the exam. I know now they've put in a preventative part of the exam where they teach you restraints and this, that, and the other.
Right, that's it. Everything needs to come on a little bit. I think.
Yeah, it's changed again since I did it.
Yeah,
Because I think they even now do first aid as part of it as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have to do it all then, really? You're like we were saying back along when you're in the police, you have to be social worker, you have to be first responder, you have
Yeah.
to be, oh, my boyfriend, oh, I'm sure he loves you, really. She just accidentally tripped and fell into that other girl,
allegedly. Just use allegedly.
allegedly.
Was there what sort of price was the course back then?
Oh, I think it came.
a sixpence.
Not that old.
Threatening.
It's a few hundred quid, I think it was.
Really?
Yeah, and then
not-
the badge was like,
Sorry.
the badge was 120 quid, but it lasted for 3 years. But then that used to be a bit of a standing joke because you get a firearms license for 50 quid. And lasts you for 5 years, is it?
Yeah, 5 years.
But yeah, anyway, so you can get a gun.
What's the song? Welcome to England.
What?
Welcome to England.
You've lost me, Drive.
Contradicting things.
Oh,
Your
sorry.
door license lasts 3 years. You get a firearms license. Yeah.
Sorry.
Bing bong.
Oh, man. So what sort of hours you were doing? Like,
Me personally, because I'm a money grabber.
open till close?
like-
Every single under the sun.
Yeah, pretty much. But I had debts to pay.
Yeah.
So
You gotta do what
I
you gotta do.
literally Monday to Thursday I was on site 7:30 till 5. Then Thursday night at a pub that I looked after. We used to have a band night, so then I'd go straight from work straight to the door, do the door, probably finish up 12:30, 1 o'clock. Then I'd be up again Friday morning, do another day on the construction site, and then I'd do a Friday night, and then I did a Saturday night, and then Sunday's day of fuck all.
Jesus.
Yes.
That
That's
is
some
literally
fucking hours, mind.
burning the fucking candle at both ends. But like
Yeah.
you said, you had debts to pay and you're getting out and getting after it.
Yeah, and if it's possible, if you want it bad enough,
Yeah.
you'll find a way of sorting it.
Absolutely. Is that a case of a lot of the people that work in the industry?
No. It was just my personal situation.
Yeah.
But
I assume
enjoyed
a
it.
lot of people at Moonlight, it's not just like that's not their.
There are some that
Really?
have it as a full-time job.
Some people just want to be assholes.
Fucking bouncers. So like what would but surely your Thursday to Saturday isn't going to pay the fucking bills.
No, Not completely,
But they find,
they might find a way.
I suppose, could you be, with your SIA, could you work at doors at, say, not being funny, Tesco's or like...
Yeah. If you have a doorman's badge, you can also do security.
Yeah.
It's only when you go into the realms of CP or close protection.
Oh, that's when you do
get your close protection
bodyguard shit.
Yeah, you do the bodyguarding stuff, and then you can do also the door stuff, and then you do the security stuff. CCTVs under a different licensing.
Oh, what's observing CCTV?
Yeah, watching and monitoring.
Yeah.
There's also, I think there's a new one where you've got to be designated to be able to take that information off the system.
Oh, jeez.
And pass it on to police.
Fucking license for everything nowadays.
Yeah.
You got a license to take a fucking shit. There you go.
I've already.
I've
I've filled in my paperwork.
You got your ticket, have you?
Yeah.
Did the pay make up for like the shit you had to deal with?
I didn't. The pay was just a means to an end to pay my debts off. I still saw it as a way of I'm still seeing all my mates,
Yeah.
still having a good time, laughing and giggle, serious when need to be. But yeah, I was still socialising, just wasn't drinking. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Well, as you said, I don't know if we said it on the last episode. I can't remember if we said it or not. But the reason you don't drink now is because of
Seeing the same people,
doing the same things.
same thing on a Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday. I'm picking up my paycheck and they're still wearing the same clothes.
Yeah.
4 days later.
Really?
Yeah, potentially.
Fucking hell.
I mean, like, we got issues, but
Yeah,
We ain't-
there is a hardcore crew who literally that is their life.
I can't.
Sesh Gremlins.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just
live
live for it.
Not really
They
live
are-
for it.
I-
It's just their lifestyle. They're happy to go out and they'll be in the pub before the cleaner turns up in the morning. Some of them. That has been known.
Shit. I mean, I like a beer as much as the next man.
Oh, but they'll buy like 2 pints all day. They'll just sit and hug it
Oh, really?
and just sip it, and then they'll wait for their mate to turn up and go, "Oh, buy us a beer."
One of those fuckers. I know the ones.
No, if I got a beer in my hand, it's got to go.
I'd rather it like that than the minesweepers that you used to get.
I fucking used to hate that.
I've
you
never,
drink-
I've never actually seen it.
Right, so you get in the like smoking area of a club, can't take your glass bottles outside.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So you
not.
put them on a stand, don't you?
Yeah, and then you
Right.
forget about them or whatever.
No.
Oh, people
No,
actually...
people go.
What?
That's what's minesweeping.
Yeah, that
No, no, no,
minesweeping
yeah.
is you go out and clear the bottles.
I thought minesweeping was like you see like a group of blokes get up and they're all soft and they've left like I don't know a third of a pint or whatever and you just go around and drink. There are people actually when you leave them on the stand and
Marlon, 3/4 of a bottle's gone out for a little smoke.
somebody's fucking torpedoed the cunt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I used to hide mine in different places.
Fuck me. That's brilliant. Speaking about like alcohol and that and getting out of smoking areas, did you have like people trying to bring shit in?
Oh, well, yeah, we had one guy. One guy, he turned up and he was a bit
Throwing a
of
bottle in his ass.
a nonce looking bloke anyway. But I mean, like,
We don't discriminate. Sorry. You look like a bit of a nonce.
bit of a
I know the type.
bit of a
Marlon.
mummy's boy, still lives at home. Yeah, mummy tucks him into bed, but he's like literally he used to stand there all night with a bottle of Bud. Funnily enough, we never sold Bud. We could never understand it. At the end of the night, we were clearing up, thinking, where the fuck have all these Bud bottles come from? We didn't even sell it. It's fucking him.
He was bringing them in.
Yeah.
Where was he putting them? Like in his belt or just?
His
Up his
fucking
ass.
jacket, I think.
And it's just happened to be the bloke. You know, like lucky every time you never patted him down. Like
Oh
That
no,
one.
that place we didn't
that was
really
just
have.
that one
That was
place.
a particular place. We didn't. We did toilet checks and that, but we never really patted anyone down unless we had the police turn up a few times with their little hand swab thing machine.
oh really? They do it on the
Put it
on the way
through,
out.
yeah, or like on the way in.
Is that vaguely recent? Sorry, is that vaguely recently?
No, what have we been out of it now? 4 or 5 years.
Oh really? They were doing it back then.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite a relatively new thing, didn't you?
Yeah, I've never seen
I've
that.
never seen it. Well, then again, we are local people.
Local people.
Local people.
Yeah, they came out with a little hand scanner. It's literally a swipe over the top of your hand, and it picked up the sweat, and it could tell what you.
Yeah, but
What's in your system.
You
right?
Yeah,
can't-
potentially.
Yeah, but
So that's the same thing that I
is
had
that-
when I came out
It's
of
a protective measure. So if they came up with a red score, we wouldn't let them in that night.
oh, so this is all the way in.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! That is fucking clever.
Yeah.
I was going to say, but I thought that meant. I thought you said they were doing. I thought you meant they were doing it on the way out. So then
No.
they have reason to search them. But no, it was on the way in.
It's on the way in. And if they did hit
that's like-
a certain percentage on, they were taken to one side by the police and said that, can we explain this one then, Shaq?
Shaq's got a condom up his ass and fucker's burst. Got about 3 minutes to live.
Starts foaming at the mouth.
Like TSA on the way out when I got searched.
Oh, mate, TSA, right? Everyone goes on about it. Sorry to go on a tangent. TSA is Transport Security Agency, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. In America, it's basically airport fucking security. It's not actually that bad. I did the one going out of Miami. It really wasn't like all that. Like, to be fair, after I went shooting, the bloke did say, "You getting on a flight today?" I said no, and he said, "All right, that's fine. You washing your clothes before you go?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I'm 2 weeks. I've not brought 2 weeks worth of clothes." He was like, "All right, well, if you happen to wear these clothes on the way out, make sure you wash them because of the gunshot residue." He said that won't prevent you leaving the country. He said, but it will create a whole world of
And
shit.
this is the problem I made for myself.
Oh, you silly cunt! You wore the same gear.
I wore the same shorts that I went shooting with the day before.
And you just happened to get swabbed because there was no swabbing done where I went, unless
I went through and they pulled me to one side.
just for shits and giggles.
No.
How did they?
They know. They know.
They know. They took one look at you
Yeah.
in that fucking beard and thought you hatty prick.
No, they must have. I went through the scan. Like,
He's got something in his shoe.
first of all, I left my sunglasses on my head and he shouted at me.
Oh yeah, they
So,
get.
yeah.
Oh yeah, do not. Yeah,
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Yeah,
They're in the
lots
basket.
of sirs, lots of sorries. I
Yeah.
find that works very well.
Went through, like, you hold your hands up through the scanner and it goes vuv, vuv. And I came out the other side and this big bloke looked at me. He said, "Don't get your stuff. Come here."
Seriously?
Yeah.
And just like he swabbed you down.
He pulled me to one side and he got a couple of different swabs out. Swabbed my hands.
Yeah.
Then swabbed under my belt buckle.
What?
And then swabbed my legs.
Under your belt
And-
buckle is for sweat, and its particles will still get up and under.
Oh, I'm glad we got resident expert here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say expert, but
And he put it all through the
I
I don't know enough to
machine.
get me through.
He put it all through the machine. The shorts, like, went red. And he said, "Have you got any gunpowder on you?" I was like, "No."
Yeah, because I'm Guy fucking Fawkes.
Have you been shooting recently? Yes.
Yes, I'm
yeah, I
very
went
sorry.
shooting yesterday. Right. I'm just going to search your bag.
Just
As long as you've got nothing on you, you'll be all right.
that's the
And
thing. It's not
yeah,
a crime to be covered in gunshot residue because the country
they
is
just
the most,
don't like it.
Yeah, I can understand that because it rings a lot of fucking the wrong bells. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's for a country that is the most liberal country in the world for firearms possession. It shouldn't really be a crime to go through an airport covered in gunshot
it.
residue.
It wasn't-
but they've got a duty of care, and it is their duty basically to make sure that someone's not bringing fucking
Yeah.
whatever.
Like,
it's making
it
sure they're
wasn't,
not leaving the country with it. That's
Yeah,
what
it wasn't a nasty experience. Like, the bloke was real nice.
He's just got a job to do at the end of the day.
He wasn't really nice. He was just normal, formal.
Yeah, just like you're just another fucking number and he's
yeah.
got to deal with some stupid cunt that's had a wash before he's been in the gun range.
What? I only had a limited pair of shorts, Shag.
Yeah, I know the
And,
fucking score. Got the 14 pairs of fucking American Levi's in the bag with all tags ripped off.
Yeah, that's the ones. Yeah, no, these
Customs,
are
what?
old, mate. These are old.
Oh, these are all fucking, yeah, no, I haven't bought these over here. I'm not paying import duty on them.
That's another thing. Levi jeans, mind.
Oh, yeah. I fucking came back with my bag absolutely stacked.
So, the last Levi jeans I bought were £120 over here.
Fuck me! £30, maybe no less than that, wasn't it? About 25, 20, 27.
Allegedly, you bought some back for me.
Maybe. Or they were a gift, weren't they? They were a gift,
yes.
yeah. You can do that as a gift. But yeah, fucking about 20 something pound a pair. Brand new, 501s. Fucking crazy. Anyway, we are getting well off topic. Right, again.
I think it's time to cut for a little break.
Little break and get some beers. And we'll be back shortly.
So, I sent you to the fridge.
I've been to the fridge. What have I got, Marlon?
So, you've got a Brewdog Nanny State.
I have. And being that our resident Ted Hastings doesn't drink, it's another alcohol-free beer. And being that we gave such a glowing report to the last alcohol-free beer, I'm very much looking forward to this, actually. And you have the you got the box there, Marlon, being that it's not written on the can. But quickly, before we get into this, who was this beer provided to us by?
This beer was provided by Beer Hunter.
Thank you very much. And what is our discount code, Marlon, for their amazing website?
Right, so for 10% off every single order, it's ITDH.
Boom. Get yourself on there, get some fucking beers. I've seen a few of you have been ordering some beers off there and tagging us in it and tagging them in it. I really appreciate that because it
fucking love that.
It lets them know that we sent you, and that means we keep getting beer and continue to be sponsored and saves us fucking money on this podcast, of which we have none. Actually, no, we got a little bit now. Thank you, Patreons. Right, Marlon, without any further ado, please, can you rate the bucket of bullshit?
No. No, I can't.
Is there none?
Right, there's none on the...
What?
Yeah.
There has to be.
There's none on the box. So basically, dear people of the world, Brewdog is on a mission to make Earth great again.
Is that just...
Because science says if we don't deal with it now, climate change, it'll be too late.
Are you serious? There's no marketing bullshit. There's just a preachy
For
thing.
better beer, for a better planet, powered by the people,
don't
for
want
us
to hear
all.
this. Greta Thunberg has invaded my beers.
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
Scumbags.
That's embarrassing.
Right,
okay,
wait a minute,
well, it says United we stand for better beer, fiercely defiant and independent.
Alcohol-free, hoppy ale.
No alcohol, no compromise. Right. Let's see what we think then. Slightly different to the last one. Yeah, it's not as... I know there's no alcohol in it. What do you think?
It's very light.
It's very light. How the fuck did those bastards do it in that last one? In what was it? God, can you remember what it was? It was a
Remember the can?
Beaver Town.
Yeah,
That was it.
It was God, I can't remember the fucking name of it. Listeners out there be like screeching. Yeah, I don't know. The flavors are there, but there's nothing to back it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Bit weak.
It's kind of like that Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Very good, very nice.
Full of promise, but just not backed up by fuck all. No, what are you thinking? You've been a bit of a naughty boy. You've drank one before we got started
Oh,
after the
sorry.
break. No, it's fine, mate.
I quite like it, actually.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you like about it?
Very nice.
I'm not... obviously reminds me of drinking normal alcohol, but
Yeah,
I can feel that. But then I haven't had it for a long time.
But
so
I don't know. It's got the taste, but it just kind of finishes into nothing very quickly, and there's nothing really that you get that initial.
There's no substance to it.
No, I was expecting a little bit more from Brewdog, if I'm honest, considering
I
this.
wasn't.
but then again, you say that Beavertown I don't think has been around anywhere near as long as Brewdog, so I was sort of surprised that they really knocked out the fucking park with whatever the hell it was we had last time. I can't remember for the life of me, but I don't know. It's it just does taste like a really light beer. I mean, it does taste, there's no two ways about it. It definitely tastes like beer. Would you say?
Yeah.
It's got that beer taste.
yeah, it's the hoppy.
Yeah.
The hops in it.
But there's just no sustenance, no really oomph behind it. But I suppose that's kind of what you get when you have zero alcohol in it. Maybe just Beavertown worked out how to fucking do it. Maybe they just filled it full of fucking flavour, and that's why it tastes like that. Nanny State. I don't really get that hoppy ale. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's trying to insult the people at the same time.
I don't know. The more I'm drinking it, I totally know that it's alcohol free. There's no two ways about it. But it's almost got like a caramelly vanilla sort of vibe going on ever so subtly. God, we're getting fucking good at this, we are, aren't we? Jesus Christ. Remember we first started, yes, well, hoppy. Now I'm like, I can taste the turmeric.
It's very...
Do you know what I mean? There's ever so slightly
there is a little bit of caramel in there.
There's something. Got a sort of just sweet vibe in there.
There's still a lot of nothing.
Yeah, no, definitely. It just sort of finishes off and I don't know. It's I tell you what it's like. beer flavored sparkling water in it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I have
no,
not.
no. I know it's like half fucking lager, half water. That's what it tastes like. But like, no, not like half lager, but like maybe something a little bit stronger than that. Maybe like a ale or something, like a hoppy ale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like an IPA that's been watered down, which is kind of sad, which doesn't really say much for it.
There's
but,
nothing backing it up.
no, all right. And well, anyway,
I quite like it. Sorry.
it's fine. No,
No,
it's
that's
your
fine,
fucking
mate.
opinion here, mate. There's no. There's
Right, so Reg, TripAdvisor.
I don't know. It's between a 1 and a 2. I'm just. It's not a 1. It's not fucking offensive. All right. It's not offensive. It's going to be a 2. I don't hate it. I don't particularly enjoy it, but it's not. I've given ones to vile shit, and it's not vile. It's just not great. So 2.
PC.
3. Give it a 3.
Give it a 3, yeah.
Mom.
I mean, it's Brewdog, so that bangs it down already. It's a 2, innit? Really, like it's drinkable.
All right. So 2, 2, 3. We're gonna have to give that a 2, really, aren't we? Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ted. So moving on back into it. Just during a break, you mentioned about a club you used to work at.
It was one of those where the women take their clothes off.
I have never been to one of those, so
Me neither.
no. We're
Okay.
good Christian boys on this podcast. And I
Shut up, Reg. I can see you now getting your ass beat to shit in the middle of a fucking dance floor in Prague.
yeah. Well, that's the second worst story that I've had from a strip club. Anyway, enough of that. You've been a bouncer in a strip club.
Yes.
What is that like? That must be a totally fucking different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
What? So what are you looking for
Nonsense.
on the way in, and what are you looking for while you're in there?
Whilst we're in there is obviously
Batty.
On the way out, thongs.
I don't know. We can't touch the girls as well. So
I got to kind of get.
No, you're in charge of the people, mate.
right, yeah.
Not the women.
No, we always,
No special treatment.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
So. I didn't mean the women or the people going against swap. We can't. I've now just thought, yeah, get that same. Sorry. Yeah. So, what are you looking at from what are you looking for? Punters
it's
coming
just
in.
making sure that they're not too drunk.
Is that the
coming
main
in.
thing?
A lot of it, yeah.
Yeah?
Because obviously it'll determine how they're going to behave.
Yeah.
And obviously, yeah, we want them to be fairly sober. So then we can play around with the heating, make them drink a bit more.
Is that a thing?
It has been known, yeah.
Allegedly.
Fair enough. I get it. I mean, I know that's why pub snacks are so incredibly fucking salty. I mean, anyone that's eaten a scampi fry knows that is fucking packed full of sodium, which makes you drink more. It's, know, it's simple science, same as all peanuts are salted, you know.
I mean, I know of clubs who used to turn the aircon off. So literally to make
Really?
sure that you sweat.
And you drink more.
Yeah, sweat box.
It's like the fucking inside track we've got here, Marlon. We're within the inner circle. So, I mean, this kind of goes for all clubs, not just strip clubs. What are you looking for drunk-wise? How can you pick out somebody? I mean, you know, your belligerent drunks, your fucking swayers, but how can you tell that bloke that's trying to act sober? Because everyone thinks they're pretty good at acting sober, but...
Eyes are fixed and glazed.
Oh, and they're just sort of stood staring at something, and
Yeah,
you're like,
potentially.
you're like, right, mate? And they're like, oh, yeah?
Yeah, startled, like bunny and headlamps. Watching their body language, so checking if they've got any clenched fists, how they're hanging themselves or keeping them health,
Yeah, not holding on to stuff
Yeah.
and whatnot.
or each other. There's been a case they're not eating before coming in, but they've got half of it spilled down their chin and down their top.
Oh, and they're trying to get in a strip club like that.
Oh yeah, or clubs or pubs.
Oh, Jesus. I know at the end of the day, we all know the women are there to make money and dance for anyone, but you're fucking dance to some bloke with a load of kebab spilled down his front, do you, at the end of the day? No, seriously though, like, that's fucking disgusting. There's a certain, you know, hygiene standard you have to meet to get into a fucking strip. I mean,
I don't know.
I've been into some that really don't have any. I
Yeah.
can assure you of that, but
A lot of it's dress code as well.
Really?
Very strict on the dress code.
Can you give me an indication of any of the strip club or strip clubs that you've worked at? Are they big,
So don't allow Kappa trainers.
no, what?
Well, there's no trainers. It'll be smart shoes,
Really?
trousers, shirt. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Is this in the vaguely local area at all? Within the nearest...
One was in a next county, and another one was down south.
Oh, right.
The thing is, I
would
don't
one
think-
of them be something to do with like a peppermint rhino at all? Or yes, maybe. Maybe. We'll say maybe. Yes, I believe I have also attended such an establishment.
I don't think I've been there allegedly.
If you haven't, I can assure you it is an upstanding place. It's actually, to be fair, it's really fucking good. I'm not even being funny. Like, that is a really, like, it's just a nicer place to be.
It's not. You said get some that.
Yeah, there are some
I'm gonna
fucking
say it, they're
skanky,
sleazy.
Yeah, they
They're
are
sleazy
skanky, horrible fucking
places.
places. It's the B team. It's the.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it 'cause I don't offend anyone. No, I'm not going to say it. But yeah, the women are. At the end of the day, you're going there to see a certain class of woman, and I know the sleazier, skankier ones. They're getting the seconds, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, seconds and thirds, or just
Fuck your life. Bing bang.
so
What sort of things are you looking for inside the club?
just making sure that everyone's behaving.
That's
Nobody's
it.
got their cock out.
Yeah, it has been known.
I'm going to say
People
that.
sat in the corner beating one out.
Shag, I've had mine out.
I would not put that past any of the scumbags.
I think when you've had too much to not obviously you've come in and you've obviously had a few drinks because I don't know anyone that go to a strip club sober, but I'm sure it has been known. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
you know,
irregulars.
You've had a few drinks. There's a reason you're in a strip club is to look at fucking women naked, basically. And I'm sure instincts get the better of some men. I'm assuming.
Yeah, there's a lot of it where they believe because they're paid a certain amount that they can then touch, or extra services, or offer of extra money for extra services and stuff.
And not being funny, but as a bouncer, are you meant to stop that both ways?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So if you see anything,
It's for the girls' protection, and it's obviously for the client as well,
yeah.
potentially.
Because I suppose is there a sort of liability on the club if it gets found out that the place
Yeah,
is
you
turned
don't-
into a fucking knocking shop?
Yeah, it's a brothel then, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's
not good.
Not-
You'll lose your license straight away.
What is there a different? There's obviously, I guess, there's a different license to have a strip club.
Yes.
And what is that? What is
I
that?
am not completely sure.
I'll look into it.
I will
Doghouse
research.
strip club.
Bing bang.
So you must have seen some fucking weird shit in there. Have you dragged a man out with his penis out?
Yes.
Fuck your life. Bing bang.
What is it? Do the women have like a button they press, or
Safe word.
or do they just shout? Scary!
Pineapple.
Yeah, there's potentially, depends where you work. Some places have cameras, and there's a guy literally monitoring all the dances.
Really? On all?
And
yeah.
I assume you've got like comms.
Yeah, always mic'd up and stuff. We've got other rooms where there's panic buttons on the side of the walls.
So that's for
So
your
it's literally for
private
the
dances.
Yeah, private
It's
dance.
sad in a way, but I can totally understand why you would have it.
That's it, because you don't want a bloke in there when you're having a private dance.
I mean, I know we take a piss out of pretty much everyone on this podcast, but like, if you think about it, imagine being a woman naked in front of a drunk man, fucking like millimeters away from him. That's pretty fucking intimidating, really, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's intimidating for me.
What I'm saying is, like, it takes some fucking balls to do that. Fuck that.
I've
Just think
got to
about
say,
it.
like, shout out to the girls' mind.
They are secure in the bag. They are secure in the bag.
They're taking the money and this, that, and the other. But I know of a lot of girls who are now lawyers. They've done.
They're doing it to fund
it's to
something.
fund university.
Yeah.
It was a funded lifestyle. It was.
I mean, literally, you do you, boo.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's one thing they're in it, and it's for the money. I mean, they might well enjoy it.
Yeah,
Fair
there's
play
some
to
that
them.
enjoy it, just dancing.
Yeah.
And yeah, they like to be a bit of an entertainer and stuff like that.
I'm not being funny. You get your ass out at every single fucking opportunity, and nobody even pays you.
Yeah, well, no one's paying you. You may as well do it for fucking free. What does it say? If you're good at something, never do it for free. I'm not good at it, so I do it for free.
Right. I want to move this on to now. Fake IDs.
Okay, mate. Yeah.
Have you come across some like hideous fake ID, like McLovin, for instance?
I've had a Legoland driving license.
No, no.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something that was like printed at home on a printer or whatever, but a
Legoland driving license. We've had that. We've had people turn up at the door with passports with their baby photo.
You're kidding?
No.
Like, were they of age? They consider like if the dates.
It's only like 12 years, isn't it, for a passport? Or 10 years, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, 10 years. You knew it every 10 years.
Yeah.
So it might well have been right, but it was so out of date.
Yeah, it's very out of date, and it's like you're 8 in a picture. No. Or,
Shag, you're 3.
This is my passport. Not allowed to take out my real one because this one's out of date. Can I accept this one?
No.
It's like, no, it's out of date.
So it has to be in date for you to accept it. If you're using a
Personally, yeah.
passport.
Yeah.
Is it down? There's no.
It's down to the
it's down to
the
club.
doors or club or whatever, pub or whatever, it's discretion. But I mean, like, there was a European card going around when I was doing the door, which it's Mickey Mouse, so you can.
You can, like, if
print
you
that
order
off.
it online.
Yeah, you can order it
I
online.
remember being 17 and looking online. You could like order a fake driving license for like 140 quid, and my friend actually did get one, and it looked fucking legit. And
They look pretty good. The hologram's pretty good. But then we used to carry torches with us with UV lights.
yeah,
on it.
so you
So
could,
you used to flick it on and check the hologram on it.
and that'd be straight away.
Yeah, straight away.
I mean, nowadays, I don't know if you know, but it's moved on. Like, I've been in some clubs now where you have to like put your ID in the fucking machine.
Yeah,
and
scan
like,
it.
It does.
You're going through a passport scanner.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
literally like that.
yeah,
They're
pretty
incredible.
much.
Yeah.
But what that's doing is obviously some clubs log your address and then they'll send you paraphernalia about opening nights and this and that. So it's a way of getting you onto a system.
But wait, there's more.
Fucking Zuckerberg is everywhere.
But then that's it. That they will. I know of a club which I'm not going to mention that scan your picture and then that'll do a search on your Facebook.
No.
And then it will do to make sure that you're taking pictures in their club and tagging them.
What kind of dystopian hellhole are we living in? Marlon's face right now, if you can see this, listeners, he is just like
Facebook delete.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. But there's also on the flip side of it, if
shit
something
kicks off,
happens inside a club, we know all your details.
That's the justification for it, isn't it? Yeah, and what you do with those, if you want to get in, you have to surrender your details, and that's that. There's no two ways about it. If you don't want to if you don't want to do that,
But then you've also got the other
side.
side of it, of if there's a fire of 6,000 people and only
shit.
3,000 people come out, we need to identify who's who.
Yeah.
So at least you only got a list.
So many sides to this. It's like a pentagon of morals and ethics. I don't know where I stand.
I understand it from the other points of view, but I don't like the fact some cunt from Wanky Club is going to look at my Facebook and, well, you're not tagging us.
Fucking hell.
Was there, like...
Glad you asked.
I'm terrified is what I am. Fucking terrified.
Yeah.
I'm never going to clubbing again.
Luckily, I don't get ID anymore because I got grey hair.
I got ID'd all the time in America.
Mate, America, you will, yeah.
Under 40, the ID. Under 40.
It depends on the states, because some states you can drive at 12, some you can drive at 16.
like the beer.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah.
so you got to be 21, isn't it? So not being funny if you think of an 18, 19-year-old can grow facial hair,
I suppose.
and then it's...
Yeah, but
Literally, every single place in America, I got ID'd.
Yeah, I think
even Gord got ID'd.
No.
Yeah.
It says if you look under 40, you will be ID'd. I was like, holy shit. If you look under... It's like Challenge 25 in this country, isn't it? I can't remember.
It's like nobody gives a fuck in this country.
No, you're absolutely right. I don't think...
I haven't got my ID out since I was 18, I expect.
I didn't get my ID out for so long that I didn't realise it was 2 years. My driving licence was 2 years out of date. The DVLA are like, please can you send it back and cut? Nah, fuck off. I got 3 of them now. Hand them out like fucking business cards. Here's my card and my address.
If you had some sort of like sketchy ID, you weren't
If you weren't happy
too
with it,
convinced,
Yeah.
would you ask them any questions like?
potentially it depends. Again, sort of like the club's own policy.
Can you confiscate them?
Yes,
You can,
yes,
and that's
that's legit.
legal, like
yeah, because we're acting on. You're potentially acting on behalf of the Queen there, because it's the Queen's identity, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
the Queen's sovereign.
Oh,
So I mean, what we used to do personally, we used to. It used to be quite a favourite thing of mine was to get a pair of scissors and cut it up in front of him.
that's like pouring your alcohol down the drain when you're a
Yeah.
kid and the police do it in front of you.
Yeah.
Which you've done as well, I'm
Yes.
sure.
Yes, I'm that man. Party pooper.
To be fair, I think I've always had the chance to down it or finish. Not like if it was a bottle of vodka, then I'll be down it, you little bitch. But like if it's a can, like I've always had the like option, like if you finish it now, go fucking home. Like,
Yeah.
God bless Avon and Somerset's constabulary.
Yeah, we used to cut them up in front of them.
Yeah, fuckers.
Yeah.
But then again, yeah, no, it's just I'm looking at
it's actually-
I'm
it's
closer
a-
to the age of where that would hurt me, whereas you're closer to the age of fuck you, child.
Well, no, because at the end of the day, we're doing
I do get it.
using someone else's identity.
Yeah.
I mean, we had it with one girl who used her sister's ID. Unfortunately for her, I went to school with her sister. And
and you're like, sorry.
Wrong.
Crimp. See ya.
You used to do. You don't tell me you did it with
Your life,
passports as
bing
well.
bang.
Passports just cut the corner off.
Yeah, that's
because
what-
they're
that's
out of date.
That's what they do.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's all they do.
What if it was somebody else's passport?
Straight to the police station, confiscate it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because that is
Yeah,
that like
'cause
that's a big
that's a
offence.
serious
Yeah, yeah.
offence.
That's fraud, basically, isn't
Well,
it?
yeah, you're making people believe you're someone else.
Naughty. Right, on about fucking IDs and shit and doing all that. Drugs. We've done beer, we've done IDs. I think we should move. And we've
It's
done
a problem you're never going to get rid of.
no, of course not.
So,
Legalise
mate,
it all
rightly-
now.
rightly or wrongly, the way myself and the people I used to work with, we dealt with it was, look, we know who you are. We know what you're doing. Not in our house. If you want to go down the road and do it and then come back, we'll assess how you're behaving and we'll take it from there. And that we sort of had a mutual respect with each other.
I think that's a really fair way of dealing with it, to be fair.
I don't think you're ever going to get rid of it.
You'll never get rid of it. That was our argument. You could all be straight laced as anything. You're never going to get rid of it.
Shaq, do you imagine if they fucking had a zero tolerance of any substance in your system at NAS? They'd have no fucker air.
Yeah. Literally, empty field, Shag.
One fucker air just like, say no to drugs. Enjoy it, mate. So, when it came to, obviously, main place they do it, toilets.
Yeah, toilets. Allegedly, I know of people that have put products on the cisterns and on the tiles. So as you pour your powder onto it, it basically absorbs, turns it into a paste. So if
so
you're not very quick,
It's fucked.
it's fucked. Yeah,
Jesus.
I know.
That's really clever.
that's a
heard
good
of that.
idea.
And there's like in certain places there are like no flat surfaces or whatever,
Yeah.
that everything's curved or
Yeah, it would be the design of the place as well sometimes, but you'll be surprised how people do it sometimes.
I think they call that malicious architecture or something like that. Have you malicious design?
I like that.
So they design it. So
I've
it's
seen
like
people do it off toilet seats, like not actually the lid.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Like,
seat that you sit down.
oh, fuck off. It's like that scene from, what is it? Is it Kevin and, no, what? Is it Kevin and Perry?
Where he pushes his shit down the toilet.
No, what is it? Where he's got a bit of, no, it's in between, isn't it? He's got a bit of poo on his nose. Fuck that.
Yeah.
What do you do like toilet checks and whatnot?
Yeah, always depends where you worked, depends what the client wanted. But yeah, sometimes we even had people stationed before in the toilet all
We're
night.
just waiting
Just
there.
waiting. We used to do random ones. We used to do
Sorry to interject.
Yeah.
If you have a toilet attendants in a club, are they acting kind of with you, or are they just like, meh?
they've got their own job to do.
So they're just
So
like,
they're not really
watching or giving a fuck or
no, as long as they're getting their money for the
No
lollipop.
splash,
and
no gash, man.
yeah.
yeah.
Dirty boy.
No Armani, no Punani.
Yeah.
I've not been to one of those in ages. I
No
miss
spray,
those
no
blokes.
lay.
They still a thing? They are still,
Yeah, they are
still a thing.
yeah.
Oh, I miss those blokes. Do people do it? Have you ever seen people like blatantly doing it in the open? Like,
Oh yeah, right on the bar.
no.
Yeah, racked up on the bar.
Oh, God, where do they think they are? Or are they just too pissed to
They
care?
just
Or
don't care.
they're just doing it, or if I get
Yeah.
kicked out, meh. But if not, I've gotten away with it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
What? No.
Speechless, I am. Speechless. I think I've had 2 tokes on a spliff in my fucking life.
Yeah, that shit don't agree with me.
Fuck all. Is it mainly cocaine then?
Yeah, it seems to be at the minute, but
I suppose that's
At the
the
end.
one thing that you can catch, really, isn't it? I mean, people.
Nobody's going to go out to
Yeah.
a bar and smoke a spliff.
No, what I'm saying is like, well, I expect
Yeah,
they fucking
yeah,
do.
they do, yeah.
They fucking do. But like, you taking a pill is so much more fast and just gone than.
yeah, I mean, cocaine seems to be a big thing at the minute, but also it's the thing that doesn't. I don't understand horse tranquilizers, MDMA. Just like why do you want to do that to yourself?
Yeah.
But
Were you working when Spice was a thing?
It was coming in.
What was like on the doors like? Yeah, what was the deal with that? Was that like a?
Well,
down-
it's a legal substance, isn't it?
but I mean, you can. It's a private premises. You can ban whatever you feel like, can't you? Really,
Yeah.
and just say if I see you fucking smoking that shit in here, you're out. Was that mainly the policy of most places?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck, that's crazy shit, isn't it? You remember those days?
I've watched quite a few videos because
like-
Ross Kemp
it's a-
did it, didn't he?
It's a synthetic cannabis.
Yes.
It's a cannabis. It's a high strength
Yeah.
cannabinoid. Can't remember how to
yeah,
pronounce
cannabinoid,
it.
something like
Cannabinoid. Yeah.
very good, very nice. It fucks everyone up.
From what
From what I've
gathered,
seen.
yeah.
There's just like a shitload of like YouTube videos, etc.
Well, that's why it got banned, because it was just so fucking strong. Like, there's high strength skunk out there now. I mean, my mum always used to say, she was like, oh, well, back in the day, you could have a marijuana. You could like smoke a joint and just feel pretty chill. But nowadays, everything is like super, super fucking strong. Just
Yeah,
like
'cause all the chemicals they're putting
Yeah.
in to grow it.
Yeah,
to
and
make
it was
it
also
faster and stronger.
and also they're like, you know, they're it's basically turned into a genetic thing where they're crossbreeding to get the highest
Yeah.
amount of THC. So when you grow a plant, the fucking crystals are hanging off the fucking leaves and weighing the bastards down. So it's like crazy, super strong. And we're sort of fucking getting off topic again, just talking about fucking drugs, but the whole fucking
don't do
podcast.
drugs, kids. They're bad for you. Drink beer. Drink coffee.
Coffee, nicotine, and fucking beer is all
Yeah,
I fucking
that's all you need,
that's
baby.
all you need. Scrapping.
yeah.
Yeah. Is it similar to the police in the sort of rules of engagement, as it were?
Exactly the same. You've got to be able to justify it.
Yeah.
The only thing that really saved me a few times was a preemptive strike.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Just
like,
trying to get them snap out of it.
oh shit! So like they're like it doesn't matter who you are, what badge you wear, and you're fucking having a clap. So
Yeah, potentially. But it's mainly used as a shock tactic, just to try and snap around. But at the end of the day, we don't want to fight.
No, you're there to do a job.
I know
you're
it's their job, but it's also like I've got to go to work, potentially
Yeah.
with a black eye.
Yeah.
yeah, it don't look too fucking good.
It doesn't look too good. The boss ain't too happy about that.
Yeah.
Obviously depends what you're doing. But I know one guy who's worked in an office. And it's like going to work
shit.
with a massive black eye. What happened to you? Well, on the weekend I do this.
Could you not come in covered in blood next Monday, please, Mike?
Yeah, it can be like that sometimes.
Fucking hell.
So training wise, you were never prepped for that.
No.
But you were only from police background.
From a police background, but I mean, we're all pretty good. The people that were doing it when I was doing it all had a background of some description, maybe a martial art,
Yeah.
maybe a bit of a street fighter, and he's just gone good.
It's like Mortal Kombat 3. Like,
Did you ever see any Muppets on the job? Like people that have
Jacket fillers.
like people that have no fucking
Yeah.
business being there.
Yeah.
I mean, not being funny.
Unfortunately, back in the day when I was there, the job centre had a lot of people on their books. And it was a
shit.
government scheme to, let's give them a job. Oh, they can be a doorman.
5'3" fucking Jimmy that has just come out of
as
his mum's
much
place.
use as a chocolate fire guard.
The best one I had, no offence and not being discriminative, but
I know.
I'm
fat and short,
6'2", and I was a lot bigger back then. And the other guy was a midget. He was a registered dwarf.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
And
Now
I just stood outside a nightclub with this guy for weeks on
I
end.
know they're taking nothing, but
I love dwarfs.
yeah, but they can't. Yeah, it's dwarf now. You can't say midget apparently. Ugh, not that I'm gonna cut that. I don't care. But I've been in certain establishments. Not being funny. It's mainly fucking Weatherspoons, and you go in there, and as we well know about Weatherspoons, everything is the cheapest of the cheap in there, and they buy it for fuck all and sell it for about a penny more than they do. And I'm assuming they probably use a firm that something along
Cheap
those
isn't
lines.
cheap?
I'm just assuming. I don't know, but every time I've been into Weatherspoons, I'd say 8 times out of 10. I'm not saying I could take the bloke. He probably kicked my fucking ass. I'm not a fighter in any way, shape, or form. But I'm like, yeah, I'm not intimidated by you in the slightest. Like, do you know what I mean?
I mean, they're not really. Back in the day, that's what the whole intention was, to intimidate,
Yeah.
keep people
I mean,
under
don't get me
control.
wrong, mate, you might be a black belt in jiu-jitsu and can fucking whip my ass 3 ways from Sunday, but
The little cunt can't even spell jiu-jitsu.
well, this is the thing is, it just you know, when you go into a fucking club and you got 2 fucking burly bastards on the door, you know you're not going to fuck with them, and I'm assuming, Ted, that you could not demand a higher price for that, but
It's not really. It's just on the firm you use, and that firm I was working for, that was one of the guys. He was free, and they put him with me, and it's just like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
We're getting more
So,
piss
yeah,
taken
we got-
out of us.
what are you going to fucking do? Bite me kneecaps, mate?
Pretty much, yeah, is what we're getting.
I don't want
Was
to
he,
say.
was
what
he
I wanna
handy or
say.
not? Not being taking it away from him.
Unfortunately, as I called them, was jacket fillers, because that's all they're good for. Just hold
Yeah.
the coats.
Really?
Yeah. If it all kicks off, do you just hold my coat? I'll go and deal with it.
But then again, what's the fucking point in that? Surely,
Because you have no backup then. You got
That's the way sometimes it had to be.
That's
a
not
waste
cool.
of fucking time.
You're playing. Again, I don't want to sound like a. That's the wrong person for the wrong job.
Yeah. In my eyes, yeah.
Well, going back to the police stuff, I don't know if we mentioned it on the last one, but I remember they lower the height requirement or
They
something?
removed it.
That was it. And I remember listening to an interview back along with an ex-policeman, probably might have the same opinion as you, I don't know, but he said if you're in a riot lineup, that is the weakest link in the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course
And,
it is.
and if that chain gets broken, you're not worth a fucking wank. You imagine it like anything, like, you know, how the Romans used to fucking line up with their shields. It's a similar tactic.
Yeah.
The moment they break through that line, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And you have to maintain the line. And they
But
were
then that's why it wasn't a direct thing back in the police for the riot stuff. But yeah, you had to have the certain people at the front.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, I mean, our training, we had, we basically it's turned into a turtle shell is what it's called as. And when we were doing our training, they threw a fridge off of a 3rd-story building. A proper
in
fridge.
your training?
Yeah, in our training to say, this is what could happen.
No, that is what
But
is going to
it
happen.
proved, because we're all linked in a certain way, we all took the weight.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like anything. So we literally just tipped it
so
off,
fucking
and then
weird.
we're back
Moved
on.
on.
And then, like, protecting the bottom door. Next team comes in, takes the door out, and then we go up the stairwell. It was just a training thing.
This is exactly it. I mean, this is, I think, the problem we're facing nowadays. I'm not trying to be a heightist, sexist, whatever, but there are certain fucking jobs that require a certain kind of person, and letting everyone in is just lessening the words escape me.
I know what you're trying to say.
You know, everyone knows what I'm trying to get at. It just lessens it for you guys, and I don't see why there isn't certain jobs where you have to be. I'm sorry that you weren't this fucking tall, and I'm sorry that you're not this build yet. But if you're not this, you're just not getting in. Like that's it. And I don't know why there has to be this sort of inclusivity and everyone can do everything. You can do anything you fucking want.
No,
Like,
you can't.
I can't fucking identify as a woman and walk into a fucking strip club and be like, "Can I have a fucking job?" They'd be like, "No, you silly twat. Your
Mate.
tits are too small."
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you can do everything you want to do, and that's kind of how it is. Like, there is no.
It's mainly the physical side of things,
Yeah.
I think, in everything.
'Cause I
Like-
sure as shit couldn't be an army man.
No, exactly. I remember
I
when
don't
they-
have the discipline. I don't have the fitness.
I remember when they didn't used to let people in the army with flat feet. Now they do. And as a bloke with flat feet, like really flat feet to the point at which if I walk more than 3 miles, they're fucking.
You can hear them, honestly.
Yeah. What they say is like
You can hear them walking down Tesco's. That floor just doesn't agree with them.
no, but as I was saying, like, the bloke with flat feet, after walking like 3 miles, 4 miles in a day, the next day my fucking feet are in agony. And now they've changed it. So like, if you got flat feet, it's okay, you can join the army. No fucking good.
That's
like,
it.
What
Like,
is
you
the
can do
fucking point?
4 miles
What is the fucking
every
point?
2 days.
Bringing that bloke into fucking basic training, giving him a kit, spending all this money, investing all this crap into him to get him out on sorry, jokes, getting him out on an 8 mile hike. The fact is no fucking good. I just don't what it doesn't need to be inclusivity in everything. There are certain things where you just have to say, sorry, mate, you're not built for this.
Literally, same as me. Like, if I wanted to go into the army, I'd have to get less fat. And then on a Friday, I'd have to come and record again. Sorry,
It's a hard fucking life, isn't it? Yeah. Is it still the case now where just anyone...
Unfortunately, yeah, there's still a lot of people that
I kind of knew that having seen,
really be there.
having seen the people out there with the fucking, the fluorescent armband.
Some people don't know how to talk to people. They believe because of that badge that they wear that they are God's gift as well.
Is there a certain class of bouncer that are not a jacket filler but
Elite?
Matey that never quite made the police force and never quite made the army, chip on his fucking shoulder?
I'm not going to deny
Yes,
that.
I've met them.
Yeah, there's probably a few out there. I was very lucky again. Like all the people I had around me, we all used to play rugby together. We all had a good scrap.
You were a tight-knit fucking group.
Obviously, I'm ex-police. We had ex-army, ex-fire. Another guy who just left the army.
All genuinely qualified people to be.
Yeah, pretty much, mate. And that's, I think, how we became so tight and got on with the job, and hence why we got called down to Bournemouth, just try and sort them out.
Yeah.
Right, shall we? I got a few questions for you, Ted, that you're not prepared for. From the Discord. And if you're not on the Discord, you should join the Discord, because this is where you can ask our guests some questions, providing that they're good and not fucking stupid. But actually, to be fair, we've got some really fucking good ones. So, first one comes from Udders. What is the best bribe or sweet talk, etc., somebody has said to get in when you have sent them away?
Ooh.
Or what do people offer you? Like, or what are they like? Everything.
Pretty much.
Blow,
I've been offered
money.
blowjobs. I've been offered them and their sister. I've been offered money.
What, just to get into a club?
Yeah.
What's up, baby? Take me out the
flash of the
Hey,
boobs.
Flash of the boobs I get, but like her and her sister around the corner, like, do you really need to get into fucking Neo that badly?
Some people, yeah, they live for that weekend.
And that's gospel to them. That's like church.
Yeah, pretty much.
God damn.
We've had people on ban lists as like pretending that it's not them, and it's like, yeah, it is. You've got a picture here.
Do you get offered pound notes quite a lot?
Yeah, we got offered money.
Really?
Yeah. We had a dealer literally just come out of prison, had to pay his debt off from his last deal failure. We spotted him in the toilets in the club in Bournemouth, took him to the search room, and fucking bag of pills he had on him.
No.
And the amount of cash, it was unreal.
I mean, not yourself. You're an upstanding man. I know you. But is there, going on from that, is there kind of that do over a bloke and take his fucking pound notes? What's he going to do?
Potentially. I'm not going to say it
But
not
the thing
happened.
is,
I
some
know
of
I've heard of things that have happened. Take the money, or they've taken the drugs, or both, and fucked them off out the door.
The thing is, I can understand it. What discourse?
Yeah,
have
but
they, what recourse?
if he's
sorry,
got
they got
that amount of money on him and that amount of drugs, he's probably got some kind of backup.
Usually they just buy it off a fucking wholesaler, don't they?
He was on his own. He was a one-man band, and yeah, we picked him out and took him back to the search room, all under camera, all under mics, so it's all recorded. And yeah, he did a nice.
And the police just come up and pick him up from there. Then
yeah, we escorted him back down to the front door, and the police came and picked him up.
Bye.
They charged him with nothing and let him go.
Oh no, he got straight. He did not pass go. He went straight back to jail.
Did not collect
Fuck your
gyro.
life, bing bang.
No, he didn't collect fuck all that night.
I don't understand the sense in that. Literally just get at you. I suppose is it.
But he had to pay. The story goes he had to pay his debt off from his last time that he got. So basically, his mate just said, "Right, you need to shift this," and now, and he said, "Oh, all right, I'll do that." Thinking he would get away with it. And it's just like, you weren't expecting to see us on the door.
It was the same bastards.
No,
You weren't.
no, we weren't him that caught him the first time.
Oh right, I was going to say. I was like, that.
He
is
thought he'd come
fucking-
into the club, and it's like, yeah, you don't know us, mate.
What a fucking French. Another one from others. What is the worst incident you have witnessed?
Domestic violence, bloke glassing a woman.
No.
Yeah.
What his bird?
Yeah.
Jesus. What the what is the temptation there? Like,
Oh, it's strong.
same with,
Yeah.
as you said in a previous episode, when it comes to nonsense, hands in your pockets, like, well, you can. He's a little bit more leeway.
Allegedly, we took him through the club. We sort of paraded him through the club.
And anyone who wanted,
No, we didn't do it like that. We just said that he's leaving because he's a wife beater. And then on the outside, he fell over going out the front door. And
Bloody unfortunate, that.
yeah, he really, really unfortunately fell in front of a really big puddle. But he started kicking off then.
oh, so we can't have that.
We had to get involved and restrain him. And
Yeah.
There was a hand action there that I'm not going to describe.
he ate tarmac for a little bit.
How was his missus? Pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it's a nasty injury.
I don't doubt it. Yeah, do you see a lot of like glassings and bottlings and?
A lot of people wave them around, but they've got no intention of using them because it is a fucking nasty injury.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on, what are you
yeah.
going to say?
Sorry.
I don't understand. If you don't like your missus, leave her. Move on.
I can't.
Why the fuck? Sort your shit out.
I'm not saying I understand domestic violence in the slightest. I think it's fucking despicable, and anyone that does it, male or female, is scum.
Yeah.
But it has to be a different kind of person to do that in fucking public. But then again, drink and drugs to do fucking weird things to you. wouldn't
Yeah,
they?
drinks involved, drugs and whatever
Oh, a
else.
pint. Sorry, I know it says weird. Pint glass or bottle.
Bottle.
Oh, Jesus.
The pint glasses we
Christ.
had in some of our places were
Most of
really
plastic
good.
Either really
No,
hard.
they're basically, as you hit them or they break, they just shatter like a windscreen to
Oh, like-
1,000
Oh,
pieces.
so like safety glass.
yeah. The quality, absolute quality.
Almost like sugar glass.
Yeah. But unfortunately, they're very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some clubs were going on to plastic bottles.
Yeah,
That's it,
a local club to
yeah.
us is all. I think they went. Palace used to be plastic bottles years ago, and I think now a lot of places only do cans now. For
Is it?
Yeah. I know. I think where is it? I go.
To be fair, I can you.
The fleece. Have you seen that video of that bloke who has a twisted tea around the side of the head in the gas station? What? Have you seen that one? I'll show you after. Anyone who's listening now, just look up twisted tea gas station or like 7-Eleven. Just the bloke just gets absolutely fucking twatted.
Literally.
Fuck your life, bing
It
bang.
is the most beautiful scene. I don't know if the bloke's in the wrong or in the right. I'm sorry if he's in the right. It's so beautiful.
I think he. I
wish this was a video
wrong.
podcast just for that fucking clip.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Oh, are we? Oh, a few more pounds on the Patreon. We'll have some cameras. Promise.
Literally, I think we're a few £100 from all the mics being sorted and then cameras.
Hey. Right, next one is from Chef James Harris. How long did it take you to learn the CCTV blind spots in your usual clubs, bars / nurseries? No, that's a
Nurseries feels like it sometimes.
Because you're looking after a bunch load of fucking drunk twats.
I ain't got to incriminate yourself here, but is that a thing that
It's worthwhile to find out
really?
for your own protection,
Oh,
so people can't allege against you as well
Yeah,
as.
so you want to
what
drag them through
he's
all
probably-
the camera spots.
Yeah, So you can't get alleged of planting anything. You can't get alleged of beating them up and stuff like that.
Oh, so that's interesting. So I assume
we look at it obviously from the flip side.
Yeah, like, I'll get your head kicked in by the fucking bouncers.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that probably does happen. But
I mean, that was I mean, you probably know the big case down the road there. Yeah, in the not too far away where that all happened, and it was a big hoo-ha, wasn't it? But that wasn't in a blind spot, if I remember rightly. No.
No,
that's pretty fucking stupid, if you ask me. Is it? Again, not to self-incriminate, but can you understand how it's easy to get carried away?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll fully admit. Obviously, I left the police, did the door work, blah blah blah. The reason why I left the door is basically the judge told me I can't do it anymore. I got involved in an incident where I threw a gentleman out 10 times.
10 times?
10 times.
Hang on.
Over a period of time?
This is on one night.
How on earth did he...
Because I had a jacket filler working with me.
And he just
kept on letting him back in.
Why? Just like because he didn't know what he was doing or didn't know it was him?
His first night on the door.
Oh my fucking God.
So I said, I know the punters. I'll walk around the inside. You just look on the outside, and it'll all be cushy.
Oh shit! So you're dealing with inside. He's dealing with the fucking door, and you're thinking, right? Well, if he lets any fucking dross in, at least I can deal with it.
Yeah, and the landlord came up to me and said, "This guy needs to go." First time I clocked eyes, and I was like, "Yeah, he needs to go." Got him out once, and then he gave a bit of resistance on the second time, and then third time I see him back in the place. I'm like, right, you're going back out. He went back out with more resistance. I said to the young'un, you go in.
Was there no comms with...
Radios didn't work in that place.
Oh, fuck. Big stone building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dribble Dick on the door didn't know what was going on.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not taking away from the guy. It was his first night, this, that, and the other, but I believe he shouldn't have been there. He's inexperienced. So I sent him inside. Go and play inside. And I'll
go play inside.
I'll look at the front door, and this guy just kept on coming back and back and back. I tried sending to the taxi rank, this, that, and the other. I had nothing left in my arsenal, so I said, "Look, mate, once more, I'm going to wind one up." I know I shouldn't have done it. Never punched anyone before until that night. I clocked him, and there was a little step outside the place, and unfortunately, he fell back. I was very lucky because it could have been very different. I admit that. But yeah, it got to a point enough was enough.
Yeah.
So I wound one up, connected, tried to stop him from falling, but couldn't get to him in time. He banged his head on the curb. End result is 6 months in hospital for him for a bleed on the brain. He had a broken nose, fractured eye socket, fractured jaw. And yeah, I got arrested, obviously, there and then on the night. Got 360 hours community service, 1,600 quid fine, 18-month prison, suspended for 2 years, and tag for 3 months.
And tag as well. And I don't know if you want to leave this in or what, but we spoke last time sort of roughly about this, and I'll ask it again. The judge didn't go easy on you because you're an ex-policeman. It was quite the opposite.
He wanted to make an example of me. The only thing I wanted to sum it up, he did say that someone needs to be held accountable for his injuries, and unfortunately that's you.
Oh, fuck. I mean,
which I understand. I'd rather that than the other way, but
yeah,
I think it was a little bit harsh. But they said, like, you've done 9 years on the door. You know the score. You've always called the police before. What I obviously didn't say is the reason I didn't call you lot is because
you don't fucking do anything.
Yeah, pretty much. We had someone banged to rights dealing from the pub. He had already, again, another one just come out of prison, and he was well known in the area for dealing. Never turned up.
No. So you just held him and just had
I held him for so long, and it's like, mate, just jog on. So we confiscated his stuff, And then obviously they finally turned
And
up.
you go, well, there's the stuff, or where's the bloke? Well, he's fucking gone because you took 3 hours to
Yeah,
get
and
here.
they were pissed off that we had his drugs with us. It's like, well,
What? What do you mean do? Chuck him in the drain?
pretty much.
You're kidding. That's what they wanted you to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
They wanted us to get rid of it. They got funny.
They got funny with you.
Oh
for
yeah,
being
because they got to actually get a pen out and write some reports.
Oh
mate.
yeah, why have we got drugs but no collar? That's probably it, isn't it? I expect.
Yeah.
Jesus, and so you know, like, not summing up this podcast because we've got a bit more to do, but that was the end of your door work then.
Yeah.
And that's you never allowed to work the doors again because of that, or was that just like a long suspension?
It's not advisable.
No.
It won't look favourable if I reapply.
At the end of the day, no one's gonna fucking hire you.
Firms have always said that, yeah, we'll have you back tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it. Because
That's
they
interesting.
they knew that was
That was a one-off incident, and unfortunately, it just
Exactly.
went that extreme that
Yeah,
night. That's
that's it.
the thing.
I mean,
Like-
they're sorry, carry on, Marlon.
They could. You could have landed a punch and he could have just gone
That's exactly-
down,
that's exactly-
got back up again, gone home.
But
Yeah.
the flip side of that, you could have been one of those poor cunts that was a
I could have been-
one punch killer.
yeah.
There's a other guy that does a podcast, Jack mate. His dad was a one punch killer. Clocked the bloke in some fucking scrap, and I think he did like I don't know. It was
manslaughter.
well, it is, isn't it? At the end of the day, there's no two ways about it. I think he did it was years. I don't know if it was 5 or 10 or something, but that's the other side of it, which is fucking scary. Well,
Scumbags ain't worth it.
no,
It ain't fucking worth it.
I always think that it's just that what it does. So like you're a perfect example. It's just got to be that one time, and like you say, it was the first time you've ever done it
I've
as
never
well.
punched anyone until that incident because I had nothing left. I don't know what else could have done to him. I took him
Yeah.
to the floor. I restrained him. Sent him towards a taxi. I even called a taxi for him.
This is what you're doing after the last time you kicked him out.
Yeah.
You basically said like fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck
Yeah,
off.
go and get some food, calm down a bit, and we'll see what you like when you come back. Just try and sober him up.
So you pretty much gave him every
opportunity.
opportunity.
Single
Yeah.
opportunity. Like
Yeah.
I've been sent out of a club before.
And he
Go and
cut-
eat something.
Yeah.
I've come back. They've let me in.
Yeah.
And he's come up and squared up to you, and
He's come up and tried to force his way in again, and it's like, mate, you ain't going nowhere. And I told him, I said, once more, I'm going to wind one up. And I did.
I it's not a job I'd ever want to do.
no, that's what I mean. There's no. It's one of the same as it's kind of same as the police. It's a thankless job, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be.
And after all that, the one time you make a fucking mistake, you get a book thrown at you. Because
Oh, well, truly.
Yeah.
has anyone else had like a similar situation and not had
Yes.
anything come of it? You obviously,
Yeah.
I assume, because you've had it and you've had time to look into it and whatnot.
Yeah, I've known of people who've had the similar things or worse injuries. I know one guy who's broken someone's leg.
Shit.
It was completely by accident, but
Yeah.
he's a large guy and he
Was the same-
landed on him, funny, and obviously snapped his leg. And he got nothing.
Fuck.
Welcome to the British justice system.
Jesus. We were your missus at the time when this happened. I don't want to
Yeah.
talk too much into it. It was that must have been fucking hard on
Yeah,
her.
we
and-
literally had just got married the year before. And unfortunately, her brother died that January, and then I got arrested on the April.
Oh. And when you say do you say you were out on license?
Yeah.
Does that mean if you
So basically, as long as I behave for
Yeah,
2
is it-
years,
is
I
it
won't go to prison.
yeah, is it a matter if you any criminal
Potentially anything.
Yeah, any
Is there-
discrepancy
is there any-
is
Yeah.
yeah.
Is there any discrepancy in that?
No.
Really,
No.
if you
If the judge has set
Anything.
it, so pretty much anything.
so
I think it's even down to like a speeding fine.
Yeah, potentially. As far as I'm aware, I might be completely wrong, but that's the way I understand
That's,
it.
yeah, that's the way I understand it as well.
Jesus. Slightly lighter hearted topics.
I go deep every week, every time I come
that's
here.
fucking interesting, man. I wouldn't ask it if I didn't want to know the fucking question. Slightly light-hearted thing before we get back into more guest questions. Something we've failed to approach on this podcast, which I'm sure everyone is very fucking interested in: sex in the toilets or sex anywhere or anything like that. What the fuck? I have been fortunate.
Is that a thing? Because
I've been fortunate or unfortunate. I don't know which way around it is.
I may or may not have had a little cheeky tickle pickle in the toilets.
That is the most unsexy thing you've ever said.
Tickle pickle.
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, we've.
That's got to be a thing.
Oh, it's definitely a thing. There's one.
No, it's a thing. I've seen videos of it being a thing.
There's one girl who was caught skiing in the gents.
That's double-handed.
Double-handed. She's on her
when we say
knees.
double-handed, it's one in each hand.
One in each hand.
Yeah.
The boys were smiling a lot, and basically she was going hell for leather. But the best bit about it turned out it was her brother's mates.
Fuck your life! Bing bang!
How did you find out it was her brother's mates? Did she declare?
Because she was out with her brother, and her
the
brother
brother-
was a bit like, "What are you doing with her?" Oh, and we're like, "Why are you throwing him out?"
Oh, and you were like,
she's just been caught skiing.
oh my god. What do you do in that situation? Like, do you just walk in there doing a check and you're like, oh, come on?
I mean, a lot. Well, the reason why a lot
I
of
bet you've
doors,
seen more penis than you ever want to think about.
penis, pussy, tits, fucking anything really. Seen, yeah.
bet it's
Rent
not-
boys, the fucking lot.
What?
Yeah, on the gay nights, it's
of course, yeah,
unisex
sorry.
toilets.
Oh yeah, of course, because neither is. I see. Oh, that's ingenious.
Seen a lot.
What do you do in that situation where you find you find two couples, a couple, or
A couple or three people,
Yeah,
whatever.
or-
It's
eh,
like,
go-
yeah,
what do you-
put it that way, and we're going for a walk.
and that's it. You're just
Pretty much.
straight out.
Yeah, you're out.
It must take some fucking balls to fuck in a club toilet, so really, mustn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we did
I mean,
catch two
like-
guys together in a toilet, and obviously we threw them out.
Yeah.
We knew what they were doing is drugs, but obviously
Oh, you
use
just-
that as an excuse. Especially when you got a big queue of people trying to get in.
Oh, we
You're
call
like,
these
right,
sort of-
gents, we don't like that in this establishment. Can you please go home?
If you want to do that, you two do it in your bedroom,
Yeah,
all right?
pretty much, something along those lines.
That's it. A club is a place for drinking and dancing. That's it.
And
No
making a-
romancing.
and making a fucking tit of yourself, but not in that fucking
That's
way.
where I'm at chief mind.
Do you have it? Do people do it on the dance floor and at the bar and
Yeah,
shit?
the dance floor, on the bar, literally right outside alongside us on the front door. We're like, do you fancy getting a room?
Do you fancy-
Keen or no
I suppose
shine.
if they're outside, it's like you're like, well, I can do something. Well, it's not really
Yeah,
my
but
fucking
it's-
problem. It's not, you don't want to see it outside the establishment.
Not really. It doesn't
portray the
bode
best
too
image.
well with the local residents.
The local residents. All right, let's get into some more questions. Another one from Chef James Harris. How old were you when you knew you wanted to be a bouncer, and what was your bully's name?
Yeah, we've all been bullied. Yeah, all the
Same as the
usual crap.
police.
Yeah.
Did the SIA support you in altercations also from James? If you are accused of being heavy-handed, for example, which kind of leads on from what we spoke about a minute ago.
No,
Who's the SIA?
SIA is
the Security Industry Authority. They
Who-
issue the
badges.
Badges, basically.
your fluorescent armband.
Yeah.
No, you got to pay for that yourself.
I can't. Like I was saying about the fucking warrant
Yeah.
card.
Same as we got to pay for our fucking drone badges.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pilot.
Oh, for God's sake.
Qualified.
Pair of fucking look, they just bump fists across the mic for the listeners. You pair
just
of
jealous.
fucking nerds. Shay, I'm barely driving a car, let alone fly a fucking drone. So
I need it for work.
They hang out. There's no like. It's not like a union at all. Then they just hang
No,
out.
it's not a union. It's just a way of collecting money and giving it back to the government.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a government agency.
Yes.
Oh, we didn't know that. I thought it was just
That's a
like.
surprise.
No, I thought it was like I thought it was like a private industry that.
I think it might have been privatised now.
Oh,
Because
right.
I did hear a rumour that Group 4 was buying it, so yeah, it's fucked.
Oh, was that? Is that
Literally,
G4S?
it is fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they? What are they?
They're
Like,
cunts.
they
Well, they messed up
that's
the
a-
Olympics, didn't they?
Oh yeah, we spoke to. I can't really talk
They
about
made a
that.
lovely mess about that.
Yeah, we can't talk
Right,
about that.
anyway, next question, Raj.
No, one more question I want to ask: is there a union that you can be a part of to help?
If there
you with
is,
stuff?
I never knew about it.
Right. Next one.
So shut that down a bit quick.
I don't want to say that. It sounds like you're fucked.
Your life. Bing bang.
This one comes from Jenkins98. Have you ever fucked with someone as they're too pissed to notice, i.e. fake breathalyzer? You've probably seen the videos and stuff like that. Was that like, that seems like quite a new thing? Or have you ever...
My favourite one used to be when someone said, can you call me a taxi? You're a taxi.
It's not your fucking job to call them a taxi, is it?
Wow, they seem to think it is. So I did. I just called him a taxi.
Imagine treating the fucking doorman like the concierge at a hotel. I am going to need dinner reservations out the kebab house.
Can I have room 69, 43 on the menu, and half bottle of Courvoisier?
Yeah, I don't think I was. Oliver said many people banging in the toilets, or no? I think we pretty much covered that one.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it.
Yeah, caught people on the stairs coming in, caught people in the toilets, caught everywhere, really. Even, well, just
Tell
in
the
case.
story.
Yeah,
Bing
okay. Over the manager's desk.
What?
Staff at it. Couldn't wait till they got home. Down in the cellar.
In the beer cellar.
In the beer cellar.
Fucking cold down there.
Yeah.
I know that.
Oh,
for a
she
fact.
was cold.
What?
She had very erect nipples.
Oh, I thought you meant she was dead. She looked
That was
warm
my
to
trick.
me.
She looked warm to me, Shag.
Very erect nipples. And that was the first thing you went to. Oh, man. Right. Marlon, let's lead us out. I think we're fucking done here. Let's get some...
I'm nearly done. I got some shout-outs to do.
yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Right. Every single cunt has got their merch. Thank you so much for ordering.
I love it. This is
But-
how we speak to the listeners. Right, you fucking pieces of shit.
Right. I love you all. It would not have been possible without Chief. I just want a huge shout out to Chief. She's literally ran the computers and the printer for the last 2 weeks fucking ragged.
Every time I message him, like when I was on holiday, saying like, how's merch going, how's things, hope you're not too swamped and this, that, he sent me a video back of a stack of boxes up to the fucking ceiling, and he panned round and Chief's there like a fucking crypto trader with two bastard screens there, like Excel on one, fucking Hermes on the other, like, it's going well, Reg, we're getting there.
Honestly, those two screens are a lifesaver.
I take my fucking hat off to her because she has been dragged into this, not by force and not willingly.
Not willingly. She's in it, and now she's in it, and she's fully committed. Yeah, love you, Chief.
God bless her. She is a national treasure. I got one other shout out, Del Trotter, just because you asked for a shout out, Shag. So here it is. Love you.
You are a scumbag.
He is a piece of shit.
Hope you like your hat. Mm-hmm. One more.
Yeah.
Phil Barton.
Oh, Phil Barton. Yes. Sorry. Thank you. We did shout out on a previous podcast, but we've decided to shout out again because we've actually been drinking it all night. Shout out to you for sending us such incredible amount of fucking beer. If you guys want to send us some beer or any other stuff that you just want to send us, as long as it's not dog shit or anything incriminating, DM us and we'll sort that out. Not that we'll sort it out, you can sort it out, we'll tell you where to send it. So Phil Barton sent us a heap load of drink. One of them that I'm drinking now is We Piss on Your Fish. Doc's Beers, a citrusly hazy IPA, 6.2%. Fucking delicious. I've also been drinking... Where are the rest of the cans gone, Marlon? There's a heap load more of them. No, is that one? This is the Never Say Die, a New World IPA, which was amazing, and I think that's all.
Yeah,
I think there are a few more in there, but I've not quite got to them yet. So shout out to you, Phil. Thank you very much, and yes, I appreciate the t-shirts as well, man. Thank you very much. Right, I think that's a perfect place to end it. You got anything else to add, Ted? No.
Good.
All right. Well, thank you ever so much for an insight into an industry that I knew absolutely fuck all about, other than what I've experienced, which is a bunch of bald men being very grumpy and mean to me for the last fucking 10 years of my life.
Yeah, thanks, Fred.
Right. Wonderful. I think we're fucking done, aren't we?
I reckon we're done, Shag.
I've been Reg.
I've been Marlon.
I've been Paddy.
And that's the end.
Oh.
Until next week! Yay! Ciao.